No power.
It's a little dark.
Grid down.
None.
So it was an unprecedented blackout.
The people were already getting mad anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Then this on top of it.
Well, you were telling me, Speedy, and I checked on that. You're right, that there's a little percolating going on in Cuba.
There is.
Again, as they look for the opportunity. So the entire electrical grid had a total collapse yesterday. 10 million residents were put into total darkness. So we'll see. So 2 days after a large crowd of protesters, what you were talking about, Speedy, fed up with the island's energy crisis, were caught on camera attacking a local Communist Party headquarters in Cuba, ransacking the building and attempting to set it on fire. So, yeah, people are getting upset. So the whole grid went down. So that won't, if you're trying to tell everybody how great the government is, that's not a good, that doesn't help.
No.
And I don't understand. I really don't. And I know Bill Maher hit on this, and we had it yesterday. We just never got to it. But I just don't understand. I do understand being fooled and being manipulated. It happens to human beings and has throughout time, individually and as large masses of people. But we have so many examples of before socialism and communism and after. It's like this is no longer something that has never been tried, to Bill Maher's point. This is an experiment that has gone poorly every time. We remember Cuba as a wonderful place where people went, very wealthy, people doing well, wonderful human beings, and then we see after Castro. Venezuela, outstanding economy, outstanding standard of life, wonderful people, and then Maduro and the ones like him take over, okay? And we see what happened after. And the list just goes on and on and on. And I just don't get how anyone would let that happen again. And I certainly don't get how my fellow Americans think this is a good road for us.
Just uninformed, sad, and falling.
But how are we uninformed when we can clearly see it?
Just falling prey to just the media bias and Trump derangement syndrome, and Christians are bad, and white people are bad, and America is bad, and capitalism is bad. That's just fundamentally wrong on so many levels. It's very sad to see. Yeah. Trump was asked yesterday about Cuba, and his comment was pretty straightforward, pretty nuts. Check this out.
All my life I've been hearing about the United States and Cuba. When will the United States do it? I do believe I'll be having the honor of taking Cuba. That'd be good. That's a big honor.
Taking Cuba.
Taking Cuba in some form, yeah. Taking Cuba. I mean, whether I free it, take it, I think I could do anything I want with it. You want to know the truth? They're a very weakened nation right now. They were for a long time. A very violent,
WGNS, the flagship station for Blue Raider sports. Blue Raider baseball is on the air. From the Blue Raider Network, it's time for Countdown to First Pitch. Today's broadcast is brought to you in part by State Farm Insurance and agent Andy Womack, Lightning's Locker Room and Phillips Bookstore, Granis and Associates, Las Casas Drugs, and by Middle Tennessee Electric. Now, let's go to the ballpark.
A pleasant Sunday afternoon to you from Springfield, Missouri, where the Blue Raiders of Middle Tennessee will take on the Bears of Missouri State, Game 3 of this 3-game Conference USA series. The Raiders need to come home with a win today. They have dropped the first 2 games of the series on Friday night, losing by a score of 6-4 after leading the entire game up until the bottom of the 8th inning, where Missouri State scored 3 runs and went ahead and then pulled it out. And then yesterday the Raiders took an early lead, but Missouri State had a big 7-run 3rd inning. They hit 4 home runs yesterday, and they came out with a 10-run rule victory, 14-4 over the Raiders. That was halted after 6.5 innings. So today, the final game of the series, final chance for the Raiders to win one here Middle Tennessee comes in with a record of 12 wins, 11 losses, 2-3 in Conference USA. Missouri State is 14 wins, 7 losses. They are 4-1 and tied for second place in the conference standings, and they have also now won 9 straight games here at home without a loss. They are undefeated at home early in the season. So the Raiders have their work cut out for them today. They'll call on right-hander David Horn Jr. to try and win this final game of the series. Missouri State will counter with a right-hander, Trent Ash, who will be making his second start of the season. We'll tell you a little bit more about the starting pitchers as we go through the lineup and as we go through the game. The Raiders will be returning home after the game. That's a long bus ride, I'll tell you that. 7.5 hours. Should get in a little bit after midnight tonight, I imagine, depending how long this game goes. But then we'll be on the road again Tuesday at Alabama A&M. That game scheduled to start at 1 o'clock. Now that game will not be on radio, but it will be on a live stream on your live stream platforms on Tuesday. And then next weekend, the Raiders back home for conference play against New Mexico State. And all 3 of those games will be on our flagship station, Beyond Radio, WGNS. So that's what we've got coming up in the next week. Let's take a look at Conference USA now. In games yesterday, Dallas Baptist defeated Delaware 10-2. Florida International won a 12-11 game over Sam Houston in Miami. Liberty won for the second straight time at Kennesaw. That was 11-5 yesterday. Jacksonville State beat Western Kentucky for the second straight game down in Jacksonville. That was 6-2. And New Mexico State pulled out a win over Louisiana Tech 13-10 in Las Cruces. So the standings will show Jacksonville State still on top of the league. They're 5-0 in the conference, and they are 20-4 overall. Louisiana Tech and Missouri State now tied for second at 4-1. And you've got Western Kentucky at 3-2, Dallas Baptist and Liberty also 3-2. The Raiders are now 2-3 along with New Mexico State. And 4 teams are 1-4. That would be Kennesaw, Sam Houston, Delaware, and FIU. That's the way the league standings shape up after yesterday's play. I want to remind you again that we do have a big promotion coming up on Sunday, March the 29th, and that will be Little League Day, as the team is inviting all Little Leaguers in their uniforms to the field, and they'll be able to go on the field with the players before the game. If you'd like to come as a group, please reply by March 27th. You can contact Kayla Stiles. That's Kayla, Stiles at mtsu.edu for group ticketing options, and look forward to seeing. It's always a big day when we have Little League Day at the ballpark. It's coming up on Sunday, March the 29th. Well, they're hosing down the infield now, and the starting pitchers are in their respective bullpens going through their pregame ritual, and so we should be underway shortly. Middle Tennessee, as mentioned, 12-11. The Raiders have yet to win a road game. They are 0-5, and Missouri State has yet to lose a home game. They're 9-0 at home, only 5-7 on the road. So a good chance for the Raiders to pick up their first road victory today. And they will have to, as they have the first 2 games, play a tight defense. The defense, nothing been wrong with the defense first 2 games, but the hitting has been not consistent. And to give you an example, in the 2 previous games, Middle Tennessee's hitters are hitting .250 with 2 home runs. Missouri State, on the other hand, hitting as a team .394 with 5 home runs. And the Missouri State pitchers pitching to an earned run average of 3.38. The Raiders pitchers have given up an average of 12.86 earned runs a game. So those are not good numbers if you're a Middle Tennessee fan. We have had a lot of excitement at the Murphy Center over the weekend with the conclusion of the boys' state basketball tournament. And of course, we didn't have any local teams to emerge victorious, but Eagleville gave it a good shot. Lost a game at the buzzer in their semifinal game. And I'm taking a look at the Class 4A tournament. That was won by Bartlett out of the Memphis area. They defeated Walker Valley 69-47. That was in 4A. Looking at 3A, Alcoa out of East Tennessee won the championship. They defeated Knoxville Fulton 57-48 in that game. And going to the 2A championship, that was won by Chattanooga Prep as they knocked off Westview from West Tennessee 61-52. And in Single A, which is the bracket our Eagleville team played in, they won their first game but then lost to Humboldt on a buzzer beater 65-62. However, Jackson County from up on the plateau won the Class A championship 52-39 over the Humboldt team. So that's what happened in our boys state tournament over the weekend. Our girls softball team will be playing up in Western Kentucky. In fact, they should be well underway by now, as that game was due to start at noon against the Hilltoppers. And our men's tennis team also underway. They're up in Ithaca, New York, playing at Cornell. Cornell is the number 34 ranked team in the country. And the Raiders, the last ranking I saw for them was number 37. So that should be a good matchup for Coach Bordendame and his men's tennis team. It's Middle Tennessee and Missouri State. And we're playing at a beautiful venue, Hammons Field, which opened in 2004. The home of the AA Springfield Cardinals. They're the AA affiliate of the St. Louis Cardinals. The Raiders played here in 2008, last time we were here. The stadium was fairly new at that time, and they have maintained it beautifully and did some renovations about 3 or 4 years ago, I'm told. And it is just pristine. It's all dirt and real grass. It's 315 down the left field line, 330 down the right field line, 365 to the power alleys in left and right center, and 400 feet to straight away center field. Umpires are approaching home plate, so we will take a break. And when I come back, I'll be talking with Blue Raider pitcher Chandler Alderman, who threw 5 good innings on Friday night and left with a chance to be the winning pitcher. Unfortunately, the game got away late, but that interview will be coming up right after this. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Van Wagner.
When the arena lights dim for a concert, or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person that will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's the person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to get you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
Will Fraley, attorney at law, has experience you can count on. Former Blue Raider baseball player and MTSU alum Will Fraley serves Murfreesboro and the surrounding communities. Put a strong and experienced legal fighter on your case. Give Will Fraley a call and he can handle all of your legal matters, including criminal and domestic or family law. Visit willfraleylaw.com or call 615-410-7290. This is Chip Walters, and I'm honored to be your 2024 MTAR Realtor of the Year. I'm with Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates, and like many of you, I've seen the real estate market shift and change. People often ask, Chip, what's really going on? Well, that's a great question, and I believe in answering with solid, factual data. So let's cut through some of the noise. I invite you to reach out. Let's have a conversation about your real estate goals and the current market trends in your neighborhood. You can find all my contact information at choosechip.net.
Las Casas Drugs is a proud sponsor of Blue Raider Athletics, located at 4702 Las Casas Pike, just minutes from Murfreesboro. Las Casas Drugs strives to provide all of your pharmaceutical needs in that hometown atmosphere you deserve. Family-owned and operated, Las Casas Drugs offers free delivery.
Last 10.
Drive-through window, gift shop, merchandise, and medication management programs. Come by and see how we can make a difference. And go Blue Raiders.
The Blue Raiders play here. News Radio WGNS.
I'm visiting with Blue Raider pitcher Chandler Alderman before the final game against Missouri State. Chandler was the Friday night starter. I thought you threw 5 good innings on Friday.
Yeah, no, it felt really good. I had all my stuff really going well, and I was just attacking hitters.
You have pitched complete games in the future, over 100 pitches several times, and I know you like to stay in there, but we've had pretty good results out of our bullpen this year.
Yeah, no, yes, our bullpen is honestly the best it's been in the last 2 years I've been here. So my third year this year is a lot different than the last 2 years.
How do you like playing in this ballpark?
This ballpark, I mean, it's the nicest one I've probably played on since I've been here. It's a big league park.
So if the Cardinals draft you, you might wind up playing here, huh?
Oh, yeah, that'd be super sweet. I'd love that.
I was going to ask you, because you were a 3-sport star in high school, and you chose baseball. I expect you could have played the other 2 sports maybe on a high collegiate level. I don't know, but tell me about the decision to do that and how it worked out.
Well, I've always known I liked baseball more than every other sport. I think I was better at baseball than any other sport, and I got more scouts looking at me over baseball, so that's what I picked. Did you play baseball in the summer, or did you just try to get yourself ready for the season? I had 3 starts in the Northwoods League this year, and then I shut it down, but yeah. And what have you done with your array of pitches to try to improve to be a better pitcher? The last 2 years here, I've really only had a fastball, slider, and I never had something that went away to righties. So I worked on a changeup over the offseason, and that's what's kind of making me pitch better this year. So, everybody knows that the secret to pitching is to keep the hitters off balance, and the more pitches you have, I guess, the more you can do that. No, yeah, definitely. I mean, it makes it easier on my part when I get a batter deep into a count. I get an easier way to get him out of the at bat quicker. Well, you went from the Saturday night starter to the Friday night starter, I think because of that weekend that Drew was ill. And how did that transition work out? It wasn't too bad. It's only a day. Just took my midweek bullpen a little bit lighter that week, and then just was ready by Friday. Yeah. So what do you do in between starts? So we throw. So if you're going to go on Friday, you have a bullpen on Tuesday, and then after that bullpen, you have a full body lift, and then you just play catch throughout the week. Okay. You like this team this year? No, yeah. This is the most fun team we've had so far. I've been here. All right. Well, final game of the series. Let's go get one today. Go Blue. That's Chandler Alderman. We'll have starting lineups coming up next on the Blue Raider Network. Ron Van Wagner.
Bring your game day style courtside with a stop at Lightning's Locker Room on the concourse. From bold new drops to timeless campus classics, we've got everything you need to turn heads from class to tip-off. Whether you're rocking a hoodie in the student section or sporting a tee around town, your look says it loud. You're here for the wins, the energy, and the tradition. So step up your style and your spirit, because at Lightning's Locker Room, the season never slows down, and every fan plays a part in the hype. Let's make every day feel like game day.
The Blue Raiders are winners in the classroom, on the field, and the courts. Richard Lewis here. I want you to win in real estate also. Buying, selling, auction here in Tennessee, or along the Gulf Coast, a second home, or investing.
Sure.
Help start that winning process. 615.
Last 10, then the game open.
1. Oh, I'm never too busy for your referrals. Richard Lewis, Exit Realty, Bob Lamb & Associates.
WGNS, Murfreesboro, Smyrna, the flagship station for Blue Raider sports. From the Blue Raider Network and Van Wagner College, it's time for Middle Tennessee State University baseball. Today's game is brought to you in part by Exit Realty, Bob Lamb & Associates, and agents Brad Hopkins, Richard Lewis, Jonathan Harmon, and Chip Walters, the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, and by Middle Tennessee State University. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Blue Raider Baseball.
And it is indeed time for Blue Raider Baseball. Top of the hour, we'll pause 10 seconds for station identification as you listen to Middle Tennessee Baseball.
The flagship station for Middle Tennessee sports, WGNS, Murfreesboro, Smyrna. The Blue Raiders play here.
Starting lineups brought to you by the Ascend Federal Credit Union, with locations all across Middle Tennessee, including 5 conveniently located locations in the Murfreesboro area. For the Blue Raiders, Owen Nowak will lead off in center field. Tyler Minnick, catching, will bat second. Brett Rogers in right field hits third. Dean O'Neill at first base will bat fourth. Cooper Clapp at second base hits fifth. Brett Von Dolan at third base will bat sixth. Nathan Brewer will be in left field hitting seventh. The designated hitter will be Lane Akers batting eighth, and rounding out the batting order, Clay Badalak will be at shortstop in the number 9 spot. On the mound will be the right-hander David Horn Jr., who will be making his 5th start of the year. I'll get the Missouri State lineup after the top of the first inning when they come up, but we will set them defensively for you. They will have a new catcher today. Charlie Carter is the catcher. The rest of their lineup will be pretty much the same, with Curry Sutherland at third base, Logan Fife at shortstop, Bryce Sermonelli at second base, Brant Craigle at first base, Max Knight in left field, Caden Bogenpole in center field, and Tag Gollert will be the right fielder. And their pitcher, Trent Ash, a right-hander, no record, 4.26 earned run average, making his 9th appearance and 2nd start of the season. 12 and a third innings. He's given up 6 earned runs on 5 hits. And the first pitch to Owen Nowak is a ball, and we're underway at 1:05 on a Sunday afternoon. 1 ball, no strikes to Nowak. That's ball 2, and it's 2-0. Nowak, Minnick, and Rogers here in the first inning against Trent Ash. He is a right-hander and will throw in the low to mid-90s. This pitch is in for a strike, 2-1. And he's been pretty much a strikeout pitcher. 12-plus innings, he has 19 strikeouts and has not given up a home run. And misses with ball 3 to Nowak. 3 balls and 1 strike. And the right-hander delivers high outside, ball 4. Nowak draws a leadoff walk. And that's his 21st base on balls of the season. He will be at first base with nobody out. The batter is Tyler Minnick. Trent Ash, not a big guy, he's 5'10", 195, a junior. He's from Springville, Utah. And how in the world did he find Springfield, Missouri, you ask? First pitch high to Minnick, ball one. Well, he played 2 years of ball at Bethany Lutheran College in Minnesota and found his way down here. That was a strike to Minnick, 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner at first, no outs, top of the first inning. Ash, the right-hander, throws to first. Nowak back in plenty of time. The Raiders have scored in the first inning in both games, taking an early lead, and on Friday led the whole game up until the 8th inning. But we'll see what happens here. 1-1 to Minnick, another throw to first. I don't believe the Raiders have stolen a base in this series. That is correct. No steals. There's a ball popped up in the infield. Second baseman comes in and will take it halfway to the pitcher's mound. Not a very high pop up. So that pitch must have had something on it for Minnick not to be able to get the fat part of the bat on it. So that's out number 1, and the batter is Brett Rogers. Rogers 3 out of 7 in the series with 1 run batted in. Nowak, the runner at first, with 1 out. Ash comes set and delivers the pitch, and it's an off-speed pitch, which is low and inside for ball 1. Next delivery swung on and missed, and the count will go to 1-1 on the redshirt sophomore, Brett Rogers. Glad to have you with us today, wherever you might be listening. As always, pitch swung on, ground ball over the first baseman's head into right field. Nowak will turn and head for third, and the Raiders will have runners at the corners with 1 out here in the first inning. And that will bring up Dean O'Neill. That was a high chopper. The first baseman was holding the runner on, so he was not playing back in his normal position. That ball just hopped right over his head and went into right field. First hit for the Raiders, 1st and 3rd, 1 out. Here's O'Neill. Ash with the pitch, swung on, fouled out of play. That'll go into the grandstand. We did not get the box score right after the game last night, but the attendance was announced at 543, which is in an 8,000-seat stadium. A lot of room out there for foul balls. Strike 2 called. That was a fastball on the outside part of the plate, and it's 0-2 to O'Neill. He is 1 for 8 in the series. Stands in from the right side, and the pitch to the plate is swung on, driven into center field. Center fielder coming on, makes a sliding catch. Nowak will tag and come in to score. So that will be a sacrifice fly. A good play by the center fielder. Bogenpole made a sliding catch over in shallow left center field. That'll be a sacrifice fly and a run batted in for O'Neill. That's the 2nd out, and the Raiders take an early 1-0 lead. For O'Neill, his 23rd RBI of the season. Here's Cooper Clapp. The runner takes off. The ball hit up the middle. Base hit. Runner will turn and head for third base, and Rogers is there. He was running on the pitch, and Clapp hit it right up the middle into center field for a base hit. So the Raiders right back where they were a moment ago with runners at 1st and 3rd, except that now there are 2 outs. That is hit number 2 off Ash, and the batter will be Brett Bondolin. Got a chance to add on here in the top of the 1st inning. Rogers at 3rd, Clapp at 1st. The pitch Swung on and fouled, straight back to the screen. One strike to count to Brett Bondolan. 250 on the season for Bondolan with 3 home runs. A swing and a miss. I did not mention the temperature at game time. Mr. Callow would scold me. 88 degrees, some high clouds, call it partly cloudy, and winds gusting today. We had very little wind the first 2 games. Winds out of the west at 20 to 30 miles an hour. At game time, they were clocked at 21 miles an hour, blowing out almost to dead center field. Pitch is outside, runner goes down, no throw is made. So that'll be a stolen base for Cooper Clapp. With a runner at third, they declined to throw to second. Count 1-2 outside. Now 2-2 to Bondolan. Now 2 runners in scoring possession here. If the Raiders can come up with a hit. 2-2 pitch, fouled out of play to the right. Well, there were 5 home runs hit yesterday with only a light breeze blowing out toward right and right center. Missouri State hit 4 of those. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and a ball hit to right field. Right fielder going back near the wall, reaches up. It's off the top of the fence. 2 runs will score, and Bondolan into second base with a 2-run double. And the Raiders take an early 3-0 lead. I think the wind got that one a little bit, and the right fielder, Gollert, went back on the warning track, reached up, and the ball just evaded him and hit the top of the fence. It came within a couple of inches of getting out of here. And I'm sure the wind played a little. Wind played some, had some effect on that fly ball. So now that is the 3rd hit in the inning, and 3 runs have scored. It's 3-0 Raiders, and we're still in the top of the first with 2 outs. Bases or have Bondolan at second base, and he's in scoring position for Nathan Brewer. And right away, Missouri State sends somebody down to the bullpen, which is down the right field line here. Brewer looks at a pitch inside for ball 1. Right-hander Trent Ash making his 2nd start of the season. Delivers. Brewer takes a strike. Took a little bit off that one. 1-1 the count. Lane Akers waiting to hit next. Bondolan with a 2-run double down at second base. Tried to check his swing, but went around. 1-2 to Nathan Brewer. David Horn sitting in the dugout, starting pitcher for the Raiders, liking what he's seeing so far. The pitch. Oh, did that hit him or hit the? No, it hit him. On the, looked like it caught him on the right arm, which is the outside arm to the left-handed batter. So Brewer, hit by the pitch, will take his stroll down to first base. And runners are at first and second with 2 outs for Lane Akers. Lane's granddad is here, saw him after the game yesterday. Pitch is high and outside, ball 1 to Akers. He's the 8th man to bat here in the first inning. Ash checks the runner back at second. That's Bondolan. And the pitch to the plate, high, inside, backed him away. Ball 2. 2-0 the count to Akers, the Murfreesboro native, wearing his dad's number 7. There's a strike at the letters. Look to be taken all the way. 2 balls and a strike. Raiders leading 3-0. We're in the top of the first inning. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Count levels off at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Akers hitting .237. He was the DH on Friday and was 0 for 3 in that game. 2-2 the count. And a bouncing ball to short. Fife up with it, throws low to first, but the first baseman, Kriegel, with a nice pick, saved him a bad throw, and that's out number 3. So that is all for the Raiders in the first inning. They send 8 men to the plate, and 3 of them come in to score 3 runs on 3 hits. There were no errors, and 2 men left on base. So we will go to the bottom of the first inning. Middle Tennessee 3 and Missouri State coming to bat. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Van Wagner.
At State Farm, when home and auto work as a team, you score and save money. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let's work together to win big by saving money on home and auto. With the service you get from State Farm, you might think our car insurance costs more. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let me show you with discounts up to 40%. You may find it even costs less.
At Middle Tennessee Electric, we see the lines that link us all, illuminating our neighborhoods, empowering our businesses, and helping us to recharge. Because we believe in the power of good energy. Whether it comes from our grids, the sun, or a kind heart. And as your family and our region continue to grow, you can trust that we'll always be there for you. Middle Tennessee Electric, bringing good energy.
WGNS, the flagship station for Blue Raider sports.
We go to the bottom of the first inning, and as we promised, we'll give you the batting order for Missouri State with Bryce Sermonelli to lead off. Tag Gollert will bat second. Caden Bogenpole, the center fielder, hits third, with Curry Sutherland, the third baseman, batting fourth. Carter Bergman, who caught the first 2 games, will be the DH today. He'll bat fifth. Max Knight in left field hitting sixth. Shortstop Logan Fife will bat seventh. Brant Kriegel at first base hits eighth. And the catcher today, Charlie Carter, is the number 9 hitter. And for the Raiders, on the hill will be right-hander David Horn Jr. David is a big guy, 6'5", 235. He's out of Mission Viejo, California. Played his freshman year at Vanderbilt. Had a 3-0 record. Didn't pitch much his sophomore year. Transferred to San Diego and then appeared in 11 games last year with them with 6 starts, 1-1 record. And so far this year, he is 1-2 with the Raiders with a 6.35, making his 5th start and 6th appearance. David Horn Jr. with a pitch, and it caught the outside corner for a strike. No balls, 1 strike. 17 innings, he's allowed 21 hits and 12 earned runs, 13 walks, 21 strikeouts for David Horn. Pitch to Sermonelli is a bit low for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Sermonelli, 4 out of 9 in the series, has hit 2 doubles, hit his first home run of the season, and has driven in 4 runs. Not bad numbers for a leadoff hitter. Horn with a 1-1 pitch. And the off-speed pitch misses inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Numbers we gave you before the game, this Missouri State team has a team batting average of .394 in the first 2 games. They've been hitting it all over the field. Swing and a foul to the screen. The count will go to 2-2 on Sermonelli. He'll be followed by Gollert and then Bogenpole. Everybody in this lineup has at least one hit in the series except Carter, and he hasn't been to the plate but one time. Horn with the pitch. High and outside. The count will go to 3-2. Big right-hander uses a lot of that pitch clock before delivering the pitch. Here it is, and it is swung on and fouled back to the screen. The count will hold at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Raiders got 3 runs in the top of the first inning. RBI sacrifice fly from Dean O'Neill, and 2 runs batted in for Von Dolan on a double. There's a bouncing ball to first, backhanded by O'Neill, and no play. They say it fouled it off his foot. Kind of tell the ball was not hit that hard, and the batter did not even run. So the count remains 3-2 on Sermonelli. He's a left-handed batter, just as the Raiders' Nowak, the leadoff hitter, is. And the 3-2 pitch underway, struck him out with a high fastball. Had a little heat on that one. And Sermonelli down on strikes for out number 1. David Horn records his first strikeout, and the batter will be Tag Gollard, right fielder. And he's had a good series. 4 out of 8, a double, 2 home runs, and 4 runs batted in for Gollard. Right-handed hitter against the right-hander David Horn. The pitch. That's a fastball in for a strike. 0-1. Three 3-0, Raiders leading. We're in the bottom of the first inning. It's great to have an early lead, just got to keep the other team from scoring. Pitch is low for a ball, 1 ball and 1 strike. And there is 2-1 to Gollert. Check swing and a pitch high, ball 3. 3 balls and a strike. David Horn, 89-91 on his fastball, throws a cutter, curveball, and a changeup. And the pitch foul to the screen. The count will go 3-2. So he's extended the count to 3-2 on each of the first 2 batters. He got Sermonelli on a high fastball to strike out. 3-2 on Gollert. Horn's pitch. That's inside, ball 4. So 1 out walk to Gollert. And the batter will be Caden Bogenpole. Bogenpole is the center fielder. You don't see a center fielder with his size very often. 6'6", 245 pounds, out of Jackson, Missouri, but he moves pretty well out in the outfield. Made a good catch in the top of the inning. Bogenpole is a left-handed batter. Throw to first, runner back. Raiders trying to win a game in this 3-game series after dropping the first 2 to the Bears. And the pitch to the plate, caught the outside corner, struck 1. Gollert, with that base on balls, is the runner at first. And the 1-strike pitch taken high for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Bogenpole. Another beautiful day here in Springfield, Missouri. There's a strike, caught the outside corner, 1-2. That may have been the cutter. I have yet to find a radar screen in this ballpark, which may not be operative right now. Pitch to the plate, take it high, 2-2. Bogenpole, 3 out of 7 in the series with a double and 1 run batted in. Short lead by the runner at first, and the pitch. Driven to right field, that is going to be trouble. That's off the fence. Runner's on the way to third. Bogenpole on his way to second. That is a 2-base hit for Bogenpole. Hit it over Rogers' head in right field, and it kissed the right field fence. Fell down in the warning track. Gollard all the way to third, so second and third with 1 out. Batter will be Curry Sutherland, the third baseman. Right-handed hitter. He has 3 hits in the series, including a home run. That was a 2-run homer, and he's also driven in another, so 3 RBIs in the series for Sutherland. Big, tall, right-handed batter. Rogers' pitch taken high. Ball 1. This came sort of following the script of the first 2 games. There's ball 2 inside. Raiders score early, and Missouri State comes back and also gets on the board early. So let's see what happens here. Runners at second and third, 1 out. 2-0 the count to Sutherland. And the pitch is right in there for a strike. Sutherland tried to hold up and took it for strike 1, 2-1. Gollert, the runner at third. Bogenpole with that double is on down at second. And the pitch, swung on, base hit to left center. That's going to score both runs, I think. Nope, they're going to hold the runners at first and third. Throw got it back in quickly from Nowak. So Gollert scores. That will make it a 3-1 game. And Bogenpole was held at third. So first and third with 1 out. Hit number 2, run number 1 off David Horn. This is Carter Bergman, starting catcher the first 2 games of the series. He is listed as the DH today. And the pitch by Horn is swung on and fouled. It'll be back into the grandstand. 1 strike to count. Bergman in the series, 1 out of 6. So Bogenpole over at third base now. Sutherland at first. It is 3-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Horn ahead in the count. 2 strikes. Right-hander comes set. And a pitch to the plate high. Ball 1, 1-2. Try to get him to chase that high fastball, and Bergman wasn't having any part of that. 1-2. Horn with the 1-2, swung on and foul tipped. Count will hold at 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tyler Minnick doing the catching again today. Retrieves that one. And we'll do the 1-2 pitch all over again. Played on real grass, real dirt. Very beautiful setting for baseball here in Springfield, Missouri. And the 1-2 pitch, a swing and a miss, struck him out. Actually, the plate umpire says foul tipped, but it was caught by Minnick. So that's a strikeout, out number 2. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Horn, and the batter is Max Knight, the left fielder. He's the two-way player who pitched on Friday and pitched an inning and 2/3 of scoreless, hitless baseball with three strikeouts. So Knight playing left field today, 2 out of 6 in the series. Pitch hit right back to, it gets back, Horn, and a run's going to score. That ball was hit off the handle of the bat to the first base side of the pitcher's mound. Horn came off the mound, went down to pick it up, and it got under his glove. My. That'll be an infield hit and a run batted in for Knight. And now runners will be at first and second with 2 outs, and it's a 3-2 game. Logan Fife, the shortstop, stands in. Horn with the pitch. Fly ball to right field. Rogers back on the warning track, leaps up, it's off the wall. 2 runs will score. The throw coming in to third base, and that will be a double and 2 runs batted in for Fife. Brett Rogers went back on the warning track, leaped as high as he could jump, and was unable to come up with it. 2 RBIs, and that will put Missouri State in the lead 4-3, and the script remains the same here. Hit number 4, along with 4 runs in the inning for the Bears. Coach Myers will make a mound visit. The Raiders sent 8 men to the plate in their half of the inning, scored 3. Missouri State this will be the 8th man coming up, Kragel, and they have scored 4 and have a runner at second with 2 outs. And that was a wind-aided double, just as Logan Poles was earlier, and probably Von Dolan's in the Raiders' half of the first inning. Conference over. And the batter will be Brant Kragel, the first baseman, the left-handed hitter. He is 3 out of 4 in the series with a double, a home run, and 5 runs batted in. Got the game-winning hit in the bottom of the 8th inning on Friday night as a pinch hitter. Drove in the tying and the go-ahead runs as the Raiders had a victory just taken from them at the last part of the game. Strike 1 to Kragel. A runner at second, that's Fife with a 2-run double. 4-3. Missouri State leading. David Horn with the pitch. Missed outside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. A warm, breezy day. A little bit like the day we had last Sunday at home. Here's the 1-1. That's in for a strike, 1-2. Off-speed pitch. Kragel steps out of the box. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes to the left-hand hitting first baseman, Brant Kriegel. David Horn comes set. Runner out at second is bouncing around a little bit, and that's a pitch clock violation. Horn paid a little bit too much attention to that runner at second, so that'll make the count 2-2. Chalk that one up to the runner at second. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Just missed outside, ball 3. I believe that's the first pitch clock violation we've had in this series. Full count now, 3-2. Horn's pitch, swung on a miss, strike 3. That will end the first inning, but for Missouri State, 4 runs on 4 hits, and they leave 1 man on base. So we have played 1 full inning. It's Missouri State 4, Middle Tennessee 3. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Van Wagner. Hey, Mike, I'm not getting any return.
Locally grown, Blue Raider proud. This is Jonathan Harmon with the J. Harmon Home Team. As an MTSU alumnus and lifelong Rutherford County resident, I bring the heart of a teacher, the grit of a Blue Raider, and over 15 years of real estate experience to every client. Honest to a fault, connected to the community, and driven to serve. I don't just help you buy or sell, I help you understand every step. The J. Harmon Home Team, where real estate meets real talk.
Las Casas Drugs is a proud sponsor of Blue Raider Athletics, located at 4702 Las Casas Pike, just minutes from Murfreesboro. Las Casas Drugs strives to provide all of your pharmaceutical needs in that hometown atmosphere you deserve. Family-owned and operated, Las Casas Drugs offers free delivery.
Last 10.
Drive-through window, gift shop, merchandise, and medication management programs. Come by and see how we can make a difference. And go Blue Raiders.
You're listening to MTSU Sports on WGNS.
We're just in the second inning and already a pitching change for Missouri State. Tell you about their new pitcher in a moment. As the batter is Clay Badalak, the number 9 hitter, leading off in the second. Aiden Schell, Schell, a freshman, in there to pitch for Missouri State, and has run the count to 2-0 on Badalak. Schell has only pitched an inning and a third this year, so we don't have many numbers to go by. There's ball 3, 3-0. Inning and a third, he's given up 2 hits, 4 earned runs, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. There's a strike. 3-1. Out of Toronto, Ontario, freshman Aiden Schell. And ball 4 to Badalak. Raiders will have the leadoff man on in the second inning. Missouri State leading 4-3. Raiders got 3 in the first. Missouri State came back with 4 in their half of the inning. Here's Owen Nowak. Led off the game with a base on balls. Came around to score the Raiders' first run. Pitch in for a strike, 0-1. Nowak hitting an even 400 coming into the game, and that average has not changed after a walk in the first inning. Bouncing foul over by the Missouri State dugout. They occupy the first base dugout here as the Raiders on the third base side, and the Raiders bullpen is behind the left field fence in plain sight. The right field bullpen is the Bears bullpen. You can also see it there pretty well. There's a ball looped into left field. It's going to fall for a hit. Runners will be at first and second with nobody out. And again, Missouri State's having trouble getting Owen Nowak out. He is now 6 out of 8 in the series. The batter will be Tyler Minnick. Minnick popped out in the first inning. Tyler 3 out of 8 in the series, has a double and a home run and 2 runs batted in. Pitcher turns and throws to second, but the runner was Nowak out there or Badalak rather, was standing on the bag. First and second, no outs. The pitch taken for a strike, 0-1. Aiden Shell. Pitches outside, 1-1. So the starting pitcher, Trent Ash, goes 1 inning, allows 3 hits, 3 runs, all earned, 1 walk, 1 hit batter, and no strikeouts. Pitch swung on, hit in the air, very high, shallow right field. Right field on a long run, makes a sliding catch. Boy, he had to really put it in gear as the second baseman, Sermonelli, backed off and in effect said to Gollard, "It's your ball." He's made a sliding catch on the seat of his pants and caught it. So that is out number 1. It'll go as a fly ball to right, or like a high pop-up. 1 out, first and second. Here's Brett Rogers, had a base hit to right field in the first inning. Rogers looks at a pitch high and outside for ball 1. Raiders trail 4-3. We're in the top of the second inning. Final game of this 3-game series. And the pitch. Strike caught the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike to Rogers. Pitched the plate low for ball 2. So the new pitcher, Aiden Shell, his only appearance of the season was last Sunday at Liberty when an inning and a third, gave up 1 run on 2 hits, 1 walk, no strikeouts. And that was his only appearance of the season. Swing and a foul. The count will go to 2-2 on Rogers. Young man from Toronto, Canada. Ontario province. 2-2 to Rogers. Low and in the dirt. Blocked by the catcher, 3-2. Badalak at second, Nowak at first. Both good speed. Let's see if the Raiders are going to play any games here with the 3-2 count. Runners are not going, and it's popped up. That'll be an adventure. The second baseman, Sermonelli, calls it, makes the catch. He's still on the infield dirt. So a couple of pop-ups here after the first 2 men reach. And there are 2 outs, and the batter is Dean O'Neill. Sacrifice fly got a run home in the first inning, but he'll have to do something different if he's going to get a run in here. 2 outs, runners first and second. Shell's pitch, swung on and fouled. Back into the grandstand, strike one. We mentioned several times during the series that the St. Louis Cardinals will be here Monday night for an exhibition game with their AA farm team, the Springfield Cardinals. There's a ball hit out in the left center field and deep, and that one is up on the hill. That is a 3-run home run for Dean O'Neill, and will put the Raiders back in the lead by a score of 6-4. O'Neill hit it deep in the left field, and the wind actually did not play any part in that, I don't think. There was a berm behind the left field fence in left center, just below the big video board out there, and it landed up about halfway up that hill. So that is an Old South Properties hotel. Old South is our home run sponsor this year. Cooper Clapp steps in and takes a strike, 0-1. For Dean O'Neill, home run number 7 on the season. And it's a 3-run job. There's a ball, gets past the catcher, back to the backstop. RBIs 23, 24, and 25 for O'Neill. Pitch low, ball 2, 2-1 to Clapp. Cooper 1 for 8 in the series. Got his. There's a drive foul down the right field line. Kisses off the fence in front of the Missouri State bullpen. Count will go to 2-2 on Clapp. The right-hander delivers low for ball 3. So now full count to Cooper Clapp. 3 runs in here in the inning at 6-4 Blue Raiders. The pitch. Check swing, that's ball 4. Clapp will draw a 2-out walk. Second walk given up by Shell. Batter will be Brett Von Dolan. Drove in 2 runs with a double off the right field fence the first inning. Just missed being a 3-run homer. There's a strike call, 0-1. Not a pitcher's day so far in this ballpark with the wind blowing out. Von Dolan takes the pitch outside, 1-1. Brett out of Stewart's Creek High School in the Smyrna area. 1 ball, 1 strike. Throw over to first. That's Clapp. He is back in there. Shell with the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. 1-2. Kevin Nichols coaching over at third. Ryan Huber at first base. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Right-hander comes set. Pitches outside for ball 2. 2-2. And a throw to first, runner back in plenty of time. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Raiders got 3 in the first inning, have 3 more here in the second. A swing and a miss struck him out, and the inning is over. Off-speed pitch. That'll be his first strikeout. But in the second inning, the Raiders pick up 3 runs on 2 hits. There were a couple of walks in the inning, and 1 man left on base. We'll take it to the bottom of the 2nd inning. Here in Missouri, it is Middle Tennessee 6, Missouri State 4. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Van Wagner.
Bring your game day style courtside with a stop at Lightning's locker room on the concourse. From bold new drops to timeless campus classics, we've got everything you need to turn heads from class to tip-off. Whether you're rocking a hoodie in the student section or sporting a tee around town, your look says it loud. You're here for the wins, the energy, and the tradition. So step up your style and your spirit, because at Lightning's locker room, the season never slows down, and every fan plays a part in the hype. Let's make every day feel like game day.
Hey Blue Raider fans, this is Brad Hopkins with Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates. Winning in real estate is a lot like football. Good coaching and recruiting a great team are the keys. I put together a team of lenders, inspectors, and home professionals to help you succeed. Let me coach you through this process and make sure you come out a winner. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, I am here to help you win. Visit BradHopkinsHomes.com or call 615-556-9239 to find out more.
The Blue Raiders are on News Radio WGNS.
And we go to the bottom half of the 2nd inning. Raiders leading here 6-4 on getaway day in Springfield, Missouri. The number 9 hitter is the catcher, Charlie Carter. He will lead off the 2nd inning. Missouri State sent 8 men to the plate in the 1st inning against David Horn and scored 4 times. Horn now with a 6-4 lead will pitch to Carter, and the first pitch is high for ball 1. Carter's had only 1 at-bat in the series. He filled in as a catcher, I think, in game 1 when they removed Bergman for a pinch runner. Pitch is inside, ball 2, 2-0. Has a good batting average on the season, .360 with 3 home runs. The 2-0 pitch, swung on foul. That'll be off the, I don't know if that hit the front of the press box or maybe one of the luxury boxes. They've got luxury boxes first and down the first base side. Pitch is high, ball 3, 3-1. That's up over the concourse, 1 level below the press box. I think they extend perhaps under the press box. Pitch high, ball 4, and a leadoff walk here in the 2nd inning. As Mr. Callow and I have discussed on numerous occasions, nothing good ever comes of a leadoff walk. Runner at first, nobody out. Batter is the leadoff man, Sermonelli. Horn struck him out on a 3-2 pitch in the 1st inning. Gets that first pitch in there for a called strike, 0-1. Sermonelli is a Californian, played 2 years at Central Arkansas and then transferred in here. So he is a senior, first year with this Missouri State program. Outside, Central Arkansas, I think that's where Jay Standridge went, our former baseball SID. 1 ball, 1 strike to Sermonelli. And the pitch. Low and inside, ball 2. Raiders in the full gray uniforms, royal blue numerals and lettering, blue caps. Missouri State in the maroon tops, white numerals, white pants. I think that's the same combination they had on yesterday. Pitch to the plate is a strike, caught the outside corner. 2-2 to Sermonelli. Now 4 out of 10 in this series. 333 average coming into the game. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And a little tap over the mound. Badylak charges, throws to first, and got him. No way to get the runner at second. So Carter goes to second. Sermonelli is out short to first. That was much like the little ground ball that got past Horn in the first inning that resulted in an infield hit. And eventually a run scored because of that. So a runner at second with 1 out for Tag Gollert. He drew a walk in the first inning, came around to score. Horn's pitch, breaking ball in for a strike, 0-1. From up here, looked just like a old-fashioned overhand curveball. 1 strike to count. Gollert, a right-handed batter. Horn with the pitch, a swing and a miss. He speeded up a little bit on that one. 0-2. Raiders got 3 in the first, 3 in the second. They lead 6-4. 1 out here in the second inning for Missouri State. That pitch just missed a little bit high for ball 1. 1-2. David Horn making his 5th start of the season. Looks back at second, and here's the 1-2 pitch, and he struck him out swinging. Gollert down on strikes for out number 2. That is the 3rd strikeout for Horn. The batter will be Caden Bogenpole. And he pulled one off the right field fence in the first inning to drive in their first run. Big left-handed batter. Horn comes set, and the pitch, off-speed pitch, right in there for a strike. Started him off the same way he started Gollert, with a breaking ball. 0-1 to count. Oh, 1 pitch. Came back with a fastball, but it was high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Is the count to Bogenpole. Bogenpohl. First name Caden. The pitch. Off speed, that one missed. 2-1. The count. Bogenpole is out of Jackson, Missouri. This is his 3rd year with the program. And the pitch. That's a strike, another off-speed pitch, 2-2. So Bogenpole, as a freshman, hit 20 home runs here. The previous freshman record had been held by a guy by the name of Ryan Howard with 19. He broke Ryan Howard's freshman home run mark. Bouncing ball. Horn leaps high and takes it. Underhand toss to first. And that time, David Horn's 6'5" frame proved very effective. A shorter pitcher would not have been able to get that ball. So that'll go pitch to first for the 3rd out. And in the inning, no runs, no hits, and 1 man left. We've completed 2 full innings. It is Middle Tennessee 6, Missouri State 4. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Ben Wagner.
Nothing is more expensive than a missed opportunity that could have changed your life. Maybe you're just graduating high school, or are working and need to earn a degree to advance your career. Or you aspire to be a leader, and a graduate degree can make that happen. Whether you're just starting out or retooling for the future, Middle Tennessee State University can help you get there. MTSU, the University of Opportunities.
When the arena lights dim for a concert, or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person that will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's the person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to get you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
Rutherford County's MTSU station, News Radio WGNS.
We go to the top of the third inning, and we've got the third pitcher of the day coming out from Missouri State. He is left-hander Tyler Charlton, 6'2", 220, a redshirt junior from Forrestal, Missouri. And this is his third year with the program, so he's been around since his freshman year. Charlton comes in with a 1-1 record. This is his 9th appearance. 17 innings pitched. He's given up 6 earned runs on 10 hits, 8 walks, 21 strikeouts. Earned run average of 3.18. Has given up 2 home runs in those 10 innings. So Charlton is on. Third pitcher used in the third inning. So the Raiders got 3 off the starter Ash. They got 3 off the next pitcher Shell. So let's see what they can do against Charlton. A lefty will face Nathan Brewer leading off the third inning. Brewer, of course, a left-handed batter. Swings and misses at the first pitch, strike 1. Swinging a foul straight back. 2 pitches, 2 fastballs to Nathan Brewer, and it's 0-2. Brewer, Akers, and Badalak here in the third. And the left-hander's pitch, swung on and missed, strike 3. Got Brewer on 3 pitches. That's 1 out in the third inning. Batter is Lane Akers, grounded out in the first. (6-4), the Raiders leading. We're in the top of the third inning. Tyler Charlton, the pitch, first pitch, a strike called. Well, this guy's come in and done nothing but throw strikes. 0-1 the count. There's a swing and a foul. Back out of play. 0-2 to Akers. Lane drives it to right field. That's a base hit. And that is his first hit in the series. Akers, a solid single to right. That is hit number 6 for the Raiders. And with 1 out, the batter is Clay Badalak. Clay walked and scored in the second inning. Third baseman Sutherland shortens up a little bit for this left-handed hitter. Charlton with a pitch. Instead, will throw to first. Raiders have some support here in the grandstand. Several of the grandparents are here. Missed a bunt. That was an off-speed pitch. Clay tried to lay down a bunt and bunted through it, so it's 0-1. He will ask for time, and now the pitcher comes in, tosses something away, something getting in his way, I guess. One of the players comes out of the dugout to retrieve it. 1 strike to count to Badalak. Akers, the runner at first, the pitch. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Owen Nowak waiting to hit next. High, 4-2. 2-1 to Badalak. Charlton appeared in 2 of the 3 games against Liberty last week. Pitch high and inside, backed him away, ball 3. In the Friday game, he pitched 1 scoreless inning, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. In the Saturday game, 1 scoreless inning, gave up 1 hit, no runs, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. Badalak hits it in the air into left center. And that's going to be the center fielder, Bogenpole, over to make the catch. 4 out, number 2. 2 outs here in the third. The batter is Owen Nowak. Walked and scored in the first, singled and scored in the second. Runner at first, Lane Akers. Charlton, the left-hander, comes set, delivers a pitch, and it's high for ball 1. So lefty-lefty matchup. Off-speed pitch. Catches the strike zone. Nowak had a notion, held up at the last second. 1 ball, 1 strike. Very patient hitter. He will wait for one that he thinks he can drive and loops it into left center field. That one going to get down. Nope. Left fielder will come in and make a running catch. That was Max Knight on the catch. Lost his cap, but he caught the baseball. And that'll be all in the third for the Raiders. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 man left. So we'll go to the bottom of the third inning. Middle Tennessee 6 and Missouri State 4. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Ben Wagner.
Will Fraley, attorney at law, has experience you can count on. Former Blue Raider baseball player and MTSU alum Will Fraley serves Murfreesboro and the surrounding communities. Put a strong and experienced...
After this break, can we do a legal ID?
Give Will Fraley a call, and he can handle all of your legal matters, including criminal and domestic or family law. Visit willfraleylaw.com or call 615-410-7290. This is Chip Walters, and I'm honored to be your 2024 MTAR Realtor of the Year. I'm with Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates, and like many of you, I've seen the real estate market shift and change. People often ask, Chip, what's really going on? Well, that's a great question, and I believe in answering with solid, factual data. So let's cut through some of the noise.
Lewis 10.
You to reach out. Let's have a conversation about your real estate goals and the current market trends in your neighborhood. You can find all my contact information at choosechip.net.
The Blue Raiders play here. News Radio WGNS.
Then we go to the bottom of the third inning. Raiders leading 6-4. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball.
The flagship station for Middle Tennessee sports. WGNS. Murfreesboro, Smyrna. The Blue Raiders play here.
Dick Palmer with you from Springfield, Missouri. Game 3 of a 3-game series. The Raiders tried to take one of this in this series, are leading 6-4. Bottom of the 3rd inning, Curry Sutherland will lead it off. For the Bears, Sutherland, Bergman, and Knight against the right-hander, David Horn Jr. Walked one man, but pitched a scoreless 2nd inning after giving up 4 runs in the first. There's a ball high to Sutherland. Had a base hit in the first inning, so it makes him 4 for 9 in the series. Swung on, fouled out of play. It's 1-1. So the Cardinals will be in tomorrow night to play their Springfield AA Farm Club, and understand they're playing in Houston, or playing Houston today in Florida, so they'll be coming up here after that game and probably then heading on to St. Louis. Off-speed pitch in for a strike, and it's 1-2. David Horn with a 1-2 pitch, high, ball 2. He's been throwing a little bit more off-speed stuff after that first inning and trying to get ahead of the hitters. It's 2-2 right now to Sutherland. And the pitch. Swung on and fouled. Again, that one took a little off that pitch. Trying to keep those hitters off stride. These guys can hit. Team batting average against Blue Raider pitching of .394 coming into this game. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And fly ball is going to drift foul. That'll be over at the grandstand. The likelihood of a fan getting struck by a foul ball here is very slim. They're spread out all over this 8,000-seat stadium. Gentleman picked up that one and tosses it to a youngster. Another 2-2 pitch coming to Sutherland. And he fouls this one. Is that going to go in the stands? I don't think so. I think it'll be over the luxury boxes down the right field line and somewhere out in the parking lot. Out holding it 2-2. Horn with a pitch. Oh, just missed. Like a slider, perhaps. Judged to be just a bit low. 3-2. Boy, I don't know how you lay off a pitch like that. Full count now to Sutherland. 3-2 pitch, swung on and missed, struck him out. And again, he took something off that pitch, didn't throw him a fastball. So Sutherland down on strikes for out number 1. That's the 5th strikeout for Horn, but he's building up a high pitch count. He's had a lot of 3-2 counts in this game. 1, 2, I'm counting 2, I'm counting 3, I'm counting 4. Players have had 3-2 counts. There's a swing and a miss, and he threw Bergman a good fastball, and he was a little late on it. 1 strike. Bergman struck out in the first inning. Horn with the pitch. Strike 2 called. 0-2 now to Bergman. Bergman, the DH today. He's a right-handed batter. Horn with the 0-2 and struck him out swinging. 2 up, 2 down on strikeouts, and the batter will be Max Knight. So Horn struck out 3 in the first inning, 1 in the second, 2 in the third. He already has 6 strikeouts in the game. Max Knight singled in that first inning. and came around to score on a double by Fife. Pitch is high outside for ball one. Horn almost fell off the mound as he delivered that pitch. A little bit awkward delivery. 1 ball, no strikes. Knight, a left-handed batter. 3 out of 7 in the series. Swings and misses at a good fastball, 1-1. Two outs, bases empty in the third. Check swing, did he go? He did not, says the third base umpire, so the count will go to 2 balls, 1 strike to Knight. And that pitch misses low and inside, 3-1. Two outs, bases empty here in the third. 3 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. And he took it low for ball 4. So that is the first base runner in the third inning. Third walk given up by David Owen. He's walked 1 batter in each inning, and the batter is Logan Fife. Doubled off the right field fence in the first inning to drive in a pair of runs. Right-handed hitter, he took it the other way in the first inning. Horn with the pitch, ground ball past Von Dolan into left field, a base hit. And that will be his second hit of the game. 5th hit off Horn. Runners will be at first and second with 2 outs for Brant Kriegel. Horn struck him out in the first inning. So the first 2 batters retired in the third, then a walk and a base hit. Here's Kriegel, a left-handed batter. That's number 8 in the order. Horn with a pitch, that's right in there for a strike, 0-1. Horn comes set. And a pitch, just outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch clock almost ran down before that last pitch. 1-1 the count to Kriegel. Swung on, a little looper, Battle Act charges. Von Dolan cuts in front, makes the catch. Caught it in the air for out number 3. Von Dolan moving to his left. Battle Act was charging, but Von Dolan was able to get to the spot to catch it for the third out, and no runs, 1 hit, 2 men left. So your totals after 3 innings for Middle Tennessee: 6 runs, 6 hits, and no errors. And for Missouri State, 4 runs, 5 hits, and they've committed no errors. It is 6-4. The Raiders lead as we go to the 4th inning on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
Las Casas Drugs is a proud sponsor of Blue Raider Athletics, located at 4702 Las Casas Pike, just minutes from Murfreesboro. Las Casas Drugs strives to provide all of your pharmaceutical needs in that hometown atmosphere you deserve. Family-owned and operated, Las Casas Drugs offers free delivery, immunizations, drive-through window, gift shop, merchandise, and medication management programs. Come by and see how we can make a difference. And go Blue Raiders.
Bring your game day style courtside with a stop at Lightning's locker room on the concourse. From bold new drops to timeless campus classics, we've got everything you need to turn heads from class to tip-off. Whether you're rocking a hoodie in the student section or sporting a tee around town, your look says it loud. You're here for the wins, the energy, and the tradition. So step up your style and your spirit, because at Lightning's locker room, the season never slows down, and every fan plays a part in the hype. Let's make every day feel like game day.
WGNS, the flagship station for Blue Raider sports.
And we take you to the fourth inning. Middle Tennessee leading 6-4 over the Bears of Missouri State. Tyler Minnick will lead it off in the fourth. Minnick, Rogers, and O'Neill for the Raiders, and facing Tyler Charlton, who'll be along for his second inning of work. First two pitchers for the Bears through one inning each, and each one gave up 3 runs. First pitch to Minnick, high for ball 1, although Minnick did not figure in the scoring. He is 0 for 2. Has a home run and a double in this series. Next pitch outside, and they're working him very carefully with off-speed stuff. 2 balls, no strikes. Another off-speed pitch in for a strike. Now 2-1 to Tyler Minnick. So he is 3 out of 9 in the series. Almost had a 2-home run game on Friday. There's ball 3 up high, 3-1. Charlton with a pitch, misses high, ball 4, and a leadoff walk here in the fourth inning. First walk given up by Charlton. And the batter will be Brett Rogers, who singled and scored in the first and popped out in the second. Rogers now 4 out of 9 in the series. Tyler Minnick, the runner at first with nobody out. Lefty-lefty matchup here. Charlton's pitch is high for ball 1. Quick throw to first, runner back. Charlton walks off the mound. He was not even on the rubber when he snapped that throw over to first. 1 ball, no strikes. Off-speed pitch is high for ball 2. 2-0. .88 degrees here at game time. There's a strike called. I think they set an all-time high on Friday. Temperature got up to 91 here. Check and see what it is right now. 2 balls, 1 strike to Rogers. Swung on a little tap foul down the first base line, 2-2. 90 degrees right now. And that is as high as it's supposed to get today. They tell us. Wind still out of the west, 21 miles an hour, blowing out towards center and right center. And there is ball 3. So it's a full count to Brett Rogers. 3-2 with a runner at first, nobody out. Throw to first, Minnick is back. Right fielder playing deep with that wind blowing out. Center fielder played over into left center. Boy, there's a ton of room out in right center. Here's the pitch. Off-speed pitch, and he just got a piece of it. Swung a little bit late and fouled it. I think probably hit the umpire. 3-2, count remains. Charlton rubs up a new baseball. Yeah, the outfield alignment's pretty funny for a left-handed hitter, but with the wind blowing out toward right and right center, they think he might hit the other way. Swings and fouls it back into the screen. Count holds at 3-2. Right fielder's within about 3 steps of the warning track in right field. But the center fielder swung over into left center. Swing and a foul, straight back. Threw him another off-speed pitch. Rogers tried to time it. Got a piece of it. So another 3-2 pitch coming up for Brett Rogers. Runner at first base, Minnick with a short lead. Swing and a foul back. Rogers making him throw some pitches. Count remains 3-2. The last 2 pitches, or maybe the last 3, have been off speed. And struck him out swinging. That pitch outside, and he did reach for an outside pitch. So that will be a strikeout for Charlton. That'll be his second. And with 1 out, the batter will be Dean O'Neill, who hit one to the hill in left center field for a 3-run homer in the second inning. It was his 7th home run of the season. Facing the left-hander Charlton, who instead will throw to first base. Paying a lot of attention to Minnick over there, who doesn't take off and run very much. Now the left-hander comes set. First pitch to O'Neill, misses outside for ball 1. So Dean has driven in 4 of the Raiders' 6 runs. Sacrifice fly in the first inning drove in a run, and then a 3-run homer in the second inning. Strike caught the inside corner, 1-1. One on, 1 out. We're in the 4th. Raiders leading 6-4. Checked his swing, and that pitch is high. 2 balls and 1 strike. Remember, women's basketball tomorrow night, 6:30 at the Murphy Center against St. Bonaventure. It'll be a first-round game for the Raiders in the WNIT postseason tournament. There's a ball driven to center field. Bogenpole coming in and takes the ball as he was moving toward second base. It was more of a line drive hit by O'Neill than a straight fly ball. So 2 outs, Minnick at first, and the batter is Cooper Clapp. Singled in the first inning, drew a walk in the second. Now facing the left-hander Charlton. First 2 at-bats were against right-handers. Off-speed pitch in for strike. 0-1. Well, I think Missouri State has figured out that this Blue Raider team can hit a fastball. They're not seeing too many of them since that first inning. Oh, that one almost hit him, backed him away. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Raiders leading 6-4 and batting in the 4th inning. Fly ball left field. Knight drifting back, glasses down, reaches up, makes the catch, and that's out number 3. So a promising start to the 4th inning with a leadoff walk, but the next 3 batters retired. No runs, no hits, 1 man left. We will go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Middle Tennessee 6, Missouri State 4. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Badwater.
The Blue Raiders are winners in the classroom, on the field, and the courts. Richard Lewis here. I want you to win in real estate also. Buying, selling, auction here in Tennessee, or along the Gulf Coast, a second home, or investing. Give me a call to help start that winning process. 615-319-9981. Oh, I'm never too busy for your referrals. Richard Lewis, Exit Realty, Bob Lamb & Associates.
At State Farm, when home and auto work as a team, you score and save money. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let's work together to win big by saving money on home and auto. With the service you get from State Farm, you might think our car insurance costs more. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let me show you with discounts up to 40%. You may find it even costs less.
You're listening to MTSU Sports on WGNS.
And we go to the bottom half of inning number 4 with the Raiders holding a 6-4 lead. Raiders got 3 runs in the first inning, but Missouri State came back with 4. But the Raiders countered with 3 in the second inning on a 3-run homer from Dean O'Neill. Take a 6-4 lead, and that's where we stand right now. Going into the 4th, it will be Charlie Carter, the catcher, to lead it off. He's the number 9 hitter, and he drew a leadoff walk in the second inning. David Horn ready to work. First pitch is up high for ball 1. Charlie Carter is out of Little Rock, 6'3", 195, a junior. Played 2 years at Oklahoma State before transferring over here. There's a ball hit to right field. That's trouble. That is big trouble. It is out of the ballpark. He got that one up in the breeze, and it was slicing toward the line as it left the bat, but nowhere near the foul pole, and cleared the right field fence. That will make it a 6-5 ball game. And for Carter, his 4th home run of the season. If you're going to give one up with nobody on base. So it's now a 6-5 game, and the batter is Bryce Sermonelli. That's the leadoff batter for the Bears. Horn's pitch is a bit low for ball 1. So the Raiders lead cut to a run at 6-5. There's a strike called, and it's 1-1 to Sermonelli. He is struck out and grounded out, 0 for 2 in the game. He bats from the left side. Horn with a 1-1 pitch. Foul to the screen, strike 2. 1-2. Wind still blowing out toward right and right center at about 21 miles an hour. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ground ball up the middle, but Badalak behind the bag at second, over to first in time. That is out number 1. Tried to sneak it through into center field, but Badalak had him played pretty well and was able to field it behind the bag at second and make the play. So 1 out in the fourth. The batter is Tag Gollard. Walked and scored in the first inning, and Horn struck him out in the second. Right-handed batter. First pitch to Gollard is ball 1. Raiders have a right-hander throwing in the bullpen. Strike called. Without my binoculars, I'm at the mercy of the TV. I've got a TV monitor in here. If they'll put it on the bullpen, I can tell you who it is. 1-1. Horn with the pitch. Fouled out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Six to 5. Raiders leading in the fourth inning. Off-speed pitch in for a strike, and that is number 3 on Gilbert. Or on Gullard, rather. Fooled on an off-speed pitch. That's out number 2. That's the 7th strikeout for David Horn. Batter is Bogenpole, who has doubled and hit back to the mound. Looks at this pitch low for ball 1. Two outs, bases empty in the fourth. Bouncing ball, and again up the middle, but Badalak right there to throw to first in time. That will retire the side in the fourth inning. Leadoff home run from the catcher Carter, but then 3 up and 3 down after that. 1 run, 1 hit, nobody left. We've completed 4 innings here in Springfield. It is Missouri State and Middle Tennessee 6-5. The Blue Raiders lead it going into the 5th inning. You're on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
At Middle Tennessee Electric, we see the lines that link us all, illuminating our neighborhoods, empowering our businesses, and helping us to recharge. Because we believe in the power of good energy. Whether it comes from our grids, the sun, or a kind heart. And as your family and our region continue to grow, you can trust that we'll always be there for you. Middle Tennessee Electric, bringing good energy.
Locally grown, Blue Raider proud. This is Jonathan Harmon with the J. Harmon Home Team. As an MTSU alumnus and lifelong Rutherford County resident, I bring the heart of a teacher, the grit of a Blue Raider, and over 15 years of real estate experience to every client. Honest to a fault, connected to the community, and driven to serve. I don't just help you buy or sell, I help you understand every step. The J. Harmon Home Team, where real estate meets real talk.
The Blue Raiders are on News Radio WGNS.
All right. Thanks to Mr. Calla, we have some finals to pass along. Our Lady Raider softball team fell to Western Kentucky 7-5 today. Dallas Baptist defeated Delaware by a score of 8-6. That was a 10-inning ball game. And Sam Houston, a winner over FIU by a score of 7-1. Those two games started earlier than ours. Appreciate the update on the scoreboard, John. Raiders leading here by a score of 6-5. Bondola took a strike on the first pitch and now swings through this one. And it is 0-2 on Bondola. Had a 2-run double in the first inning, struck out in the second. Plate umpire making some notes about something down there. Halted play. Points over to the dugout. I don't know what that was about. I guess I still had my eye on the scoreboard. 2-strike pitch outside for ball 1. Von Dolan against Charlton, and a ball driven on one hop. Second baseman charges and throws him out at first. That ball ticketed to right field, but unfortunately, Sermonelli, the second baseman, had him played just right. So that's a 4-3 put out for out number 1 here in the 5th inning. Batter's Nathan Brewer. He's been hit by a pitch and has struck out. So Brewer 0 for 1, 2 for 9 in the series, but both those hits were for extra bases. A double and a home run. Home run came yesterday. There's a strike called, 0-1 to Brewer. His dad is here for the series. Pitch is swung on, fouled out of play, 0-2. I saw Mudcat Brewer, Charlie Akers, and Jimbo Vincent all here for the series after yesterday's game. Pitch is outside, 1-2. One out in the 5th. Raiders leading 6-5. And the pitch. Driven to right field. That one's got a chance, and that one is gone. Nathan Brewer will counter the Missouri State home run with one of his own right here. And that will increase the Raiders' lead to 7-5. Right fielder hardly moved as he watched that ball sail over the right field wall. So for Brewer, that is number 4 on the season and his second of the series here. Hit number 2, run number 1 off Charlton, and the impressive thing is that he hit it off a left-hander. And there's a fly ball to left field. That one's tagged, and that one's gone into the Blue Raider bullpen. That's Lane Akers. So that trio that I saw last night has to be celebrating big time right now, as Akers' granddad is here, Brewer's dad is here, and Akers tags home plate with his 3rd home run of the season. Back-to-back home runs, and that was on consecutive pitches from Charlton. Now it is 8-5. First pitch to Badalak, taken for a strike. Brewer and Akers with back-to-back home runs off this left-hander. There's a strike called, 0-2 the count. There's one out here in the 5th inning. And the pitch. Swung on and fouled out of play. Kind of like the back-to-back home runs. Here's the pitch. Just a bit outside. 1-2 the count. There's another foul ball coming back this way. That would, I think, hit off the press box. One and two, and the pitch is low for ball 2. The crowd here thought that was close enough to be called a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Clay Badalak. Hit in the air to right field, but not deep enough. Right fielder coming on. Gullert, he'll make the catch for out number 2 in the inning. I almost said number 3, but just 2 outs, and the batter is Owen Nowak. Walked and scored in the first, singled and scored in the second, and a fly ball retired him in the third, and a visit to the mound. This is the head coach coming out, Joey Hawkins, in his second year as the head coach of the Bears. He did not come out after the back-to-back home runs. Waited until Charlton had retired a batter. So 2 runs in the inning on back-to-back solo home runs from Nathan Brewer and Lane Akers. It is an 8-5 Blue Raider lead, and we're going to have a pitching change. New pitcher coming in for the Bears. We'll take a break here and tell you about the new pitcher when we come back. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Van Wagner.
Las Casas Drugs is a proud sponsor of Blue Raider Athletics, located at 4702 Las Casas Pike, just minutes from Murfreesboro. Las Casas Drugs strives to provide all of your pharmaceutical needs in that hometown atmosphere you deserve. Family-owned and operated, Las Casas Drugs offers free delivery, immunizations, drive-through window, gift shop, merchandise, and medication management programs. Come by and see how we can make a difference. And go Blue Raiders!
Bring your game day style courtside with a stop at Lightning's locker room on the concourse. From bold new drops to timeless campus classics, we've got everything you need to turn heads from class to tip-off. Whether you're rocking a hoodie in the student section or sporting a tee around town, your look says it loud. You're here for the wins, the energy, and the tradition. So step up your style and your spirit, because at Lightning's locker room, the season never slows down, and every fan plays a part in the hype. Let's make every day feel like game day.
Rutherford County's MTSU station, News Radio WGNS.
The new pitcher coming in for Missouri State we've seen before, Lance Wade, a right-hander. 5'10", 190 out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Wade appeared in the game yesterday. In fact, he closed out the game yesterday. Did not get a save because of the run rule, but went an inning and a third, gave up no runs on 1 hit and had 2 strikeouts. And he'll pitch to Owen Nowak. Lance Wade for the season, a 4.05 earned run average. This will be his 9th appearance. And Nowak did not face him yesterday. So Wade will be the 4th pitcher used. Charlton goes 2 2/3 innings. Nowak, 1 hit and a walk, and drives it into right field for a base hit. They have just had a time getting Owen Nowak out in this series, talking about Missouri State. That will make him now 7 for 10 in the series. So Wade gives up a hit on the first pitch to Nowak. So 2 outs, a runner at first, the batter Tyler Minnick. 8-5, the Raiders lead. We are in the top of the 5th inning. Still got a long ways to go here. Throw over to first, and Nowak is back. Here's Wade's pitch, and it's an off-speed strike, 0-1. Tyler has popped out, flied to right, and walked in his 3 previous plate appearances. Runner at first with 2 outs. And Wade with a pitch, off speed and outside for a ball, 1-1. So basketball at the Murphy Center tomorrow night. Big Coach Edsel's final game. I want you all to come out. Runner goes, the pitch is low, throw to second base, not in time. Nowak steals the bag. It's his 6th of the season. And the count will be 1-2 on Minnick. I said it was a strike, I guess. I was watching the runner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now Owen Nowak in scoring position at second base if Minnick can put one in the outfield somewhere. Here's the pitch. And it's just outside. That was a good looking pitch. I don't know how you hold off on that. 2-2 the count. That's good bat discipline by plate discipline by Minnick. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner at second with 2 outs. And Wade with a pitch. Foul to the screen. Count holds at 2-2. Now, tickets for that game tomorrow night are not on your season ticket package, so you'll have to go through the ticket office or else stand in line when you get there tomorrow. 6:30 tip-off, by the way. And the pitch, high outside. Just as a listening note on tomorrow night's All Sports Talk show on WGNS, I'm going to have some former players on talking about their playing days under Coach Ensel. I think that'll be an interesting show and a good lead-in to the broadcast. Hope you'll join us 5 to 6 tomorrow. Fly ball left field, not deep enough. Knight over there will make the catch to retire the side. That is going to be all in the 5th. But 2 solo home runs, Brewer and Akers. 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 left. And now we're halfway home in this game. Middle Tennessee 8, Missouri State 5. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Van Wagner.
Hey Blue Raider fans, this is Brad Hopkins with Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates. Winning in real estate is a lot like football. Good coaching and recruiting a great team are the keys. I put together a team of lenders, inspectors, and home professionals to help you succeed. Let me coach you through this process and make sure you come out a winner. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, I am here to help you win. Visit BradHopkinsHomes.com or call 615-556-9239 to find out more.
Nothing is more expensive than a missed opportunity that could have changed your life. Maybe you're just graduating high school, or are working and need to earn a degree to advance your career. Or you aspire to be a leader, and a graduate degree can make that happen. Whether you're just starting out or retooling for the future, Middle Tennessee State University can help you get there. MTSU, the University of Opportunities.
The Blue Raiders play here. News Radio WGNS.
And we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Raiders leading 8-5. Getting close to the top of the hour. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball.
The flagship station for Middle Tennessee sports, WGNS, Murfreesboro, Smyrna. The Blue Raiders play here.
Dick Palmer with you from Springfield, Missouri. The 3rd largest city in the state, I think I read. Missouri State University is the 2nd largest university in the state, trailing only the University of Missouri in Columbus. Here's Curry Sutherland to lead off the 5th inning against David Horn Jr. 1 for 2 today. First pitch from Horn is inside, ball 1. Sutherland singled and scored in the 1st inning and struck out in the 3rd. 1 ball, no strikes. 8-5, Raiders leading. Off-speed pitch in for a strike, 1-1. Like an overhand curveball. The 1-1 pitch, another off-speed delivery, that's high for ball 2. 2-1. So Dallas Baptist and Sam Houston already have wins in the book today. Pitch misses inside, ball 3. It's 3-1 to Sutherland. Cleanup hitter. He'll be followed by Bergman and Knight. Horn with the pitch. Walked him. Up high, ball 4. Leadoff walk. 4th walk given up by Horn. Raiders do have some activity in the bullpen. The batter is Carter Bergman. Now Horn has struck him out twice. Got a right-hander throwing and a left-hander, I think, getting ready to throw. And Missouri State calls a timeout. They will huddle with their 2 base coaches, the runner at first and the hitter Bergman. So we'll see what this is all about. Meanwhile, it gives the Raider bullpen a few more opportunities to make some throws down there. I think the left-hander's probably Kerrigan. I don't know who the right-hander is. So Bergman, who has struck out twice against Horn, might have been getting a little advice from the dugout. We'll see. It's a righty-righty matchup. Horn comes set. And a pitch. Outside, ball 1. Raider infield would love to get a ground ball. They could turn into a double play here. 1 ball, no strikes to Bergman. Horn with the pitch. That's outside, ball 2. He's off the plate. Walked the leadoff batter, Sutherland, in this inning. 2 balls, no strikes to Bergman. And the pitch to the plate, a low, ball 3. One more bad pitch, one more pitch out of the strike zone will bring the tying run to the plate. And there he walked him on 4 pitches. That should bring Coach Myers out of the dugout, and does. He'll call for the left-hander. And that is going to be all for David Horn. 2, 3, 4, 5 walks in the game, and that is his downfall. So Horn goes 4 innings plus 2 batters here in the 5th inning, and I believe this is Kerrigan coming in. Nope, going to be Landon Birch. So Birch will come in and pitch to the left-hand hitting Max Knight. Both head coaches are now kind of gone against the book in bringing in relief pitchers. Birch, a right-hander, will pitch to the left-handed hitter Knight, and in the top of the inning, they brought in Wade, a right-hander, to pitch to the left-hand hitting Nowak. Landon Birch making his 9th appearance. He is 4-2 with 2 saves, earned run average of 3.14, 14 1/3 innings. He has given up 5 runs all earned on 7 hits, 6 walks, 19 strikeouts. He's given up 1 home run. Opponents are hitting 149 against this right-hander. So Landon Birch is on, senior from the state of New York, and we'll see if he can put out the fire here in the 5th inning. David Horn goes 4 innings, gives up 5 runs on 6 hits. He walked 5 and struck out 7. He cannot be the winning pitcher. He cannot be the losing pitcher. So it's in the hands of Landon Birch right now. Runners at first and second, no outs. Here is Max Knight, the left fielder, the two-way player, who's not a bad pitcher and not a bad hitter. He's hitting right at 300 for the season. Birch for the first pitch tonight, misses the knees, ball 1. This is Landon's first appearance in this series. First and third baseman playing even. First baseman O'Neill is playing in front of the runner. And there is a pitch in for a strike, 1-1 tonight. Raiders leading 8-5, but Knight represents the tying run at the plate here in the 5th inning. A swing and a miss. Took something off and had him out in front, 1-2. Shortstop Fife is due to hit next. No outs here in the 5th inning. Runners first and second. Swinging a foul over by the Bears dugout down the first base side. Count holds at 1-2. So with first and second and no outs, most teams I think would have been bunting, but they had no intention of having Knight up there to bunt. Not with the wind blowing out like it is and facing a right-handed pitcher. Birch comes set. Checks the runner back at second. And a ball hit to left field. Moving over is the left fielder Brewer. He'll make the catch, and that's out number 1 here in the 5th inning. So 1 out. The batter is Logan Fife, the shortstop. This guy has been a very tough out for the Raiders in this series. He is 6 out of 10, and today has a double and a single. Double to right field in the first inning, single to left field in the 3rd. Right-handed batter. 1 out now, runners first and second. Birch for the pitch. Ground ball to third. Von Dolan goes to second. Out there. No, they say safe. Everybody's safe. Von Dolan's throw apparently pulled Clapp off the bag at second, and then Clapp's throw to first was late and did not get the runner at first. So that will load the bases with just one out. Jerry Myers out of the dugout. He might want a review of that play at second base. Now, Von Dolan could have done a couple of other things. He could have run over and touched third base for a force, but with a chance to get a double play, he decided to go to second base. But the throw was high and to the outfield side of second base. It pulled Clapp off the bag. Now the Missouri State coach was out talking to the umpire, and they're going to review the play. I don't know what. I don't think Coach Myers called for a review. This was the Missouri State coach who came out to talk to the umpire. I don't know what they would be reviewing since they got everything going their way with that play. The bases will be loaded with one out if everything stands as it is now. That'll be a fielder's choice for Fife and an error on Von Dolan on the throw. That's the Raiders' first error in the series, by the way. And the bases will be loaded with one out for the left-hand hitter, Kragel. Well, Birch got what he wanted. He got a ground ball to the infield, but the infield did not get the double play. I'm showing a replay of, looking at a replay of the play at first, and that was very close to being an out at first base. The call was safe. All right, while they're looking at this, a little bit about this day in baseball history. 1972, the Yankees trade first baseman outfielder Danny Cater to the Red Sox for relief pitcher Sparky Lyle. In 7 years with the Yankees, Lyle posted a 57-40 record with 141 saves and a 2.41 earned run average, and won a Cy Young Award and helped the Yankees to the World Series 3 times. So score that one for the Yankees on that trade. So they're still back there reviewing the play. I hesitate to take a commercial break due to the fact that they could pop out of the runway any second with a decision. Raiders got on top early in this game with 3 runs in the first inning, but Missouri State came back with 4. They led 4-3 after 1 inning. The Raiders added 3 more on a 3-run homer by Dean O'Neill in the second for a 6-4 lead. Missouri State got a solo home run in the 4th inning to make it 6-5, and the Raiders picked up 2 solo home runs in the top of the 5th to make it 8-5. That's where it stands right now. Umpires are back. The runner at first is out. All right. So the Raiders, Coach Myers apparently did call for that replay, and let's take that runner off the base at first. make him the second out. That would go 4-3 on the putout. Sutherland remains at third, and Bergman is at second with 2 outs now, and the batter is Kriegel. So the Raiders win the appeal. Runners second and third, 2 outs. Kriegel swings and misses on the first pitch from Landon Birch. So that'll take the error away from Von Dolan because there was an out recorded on the play. Oh, there's a ball hit deep to right field. That is going to be still in the ballpark, but 2 runs will score. That'll be a double for Kriegel, and that will make it now 8-7. Kriegel drives a double off the right field wall. 2 runs score. Both those runs will be charged to David Horn. So Kriegel, who had the game-winning hit Friday night, produces another clutch hit today. And it's now 8-7. The batter is Carter, who had a home run the last time up. Number 9 hitter in the order. Pitch hit the dirt and rolls back behind the plate. The runner will advance to third. That'll be a wild pitch on the part of Birch. So the tying run is at third with 2 outs and a 1-ball count to Charlie Carter. Birch pitching out of the stretch. Misses outside for ball 2. 2-0. Left-hander, I believe that's Kerrigan throwing down in the Blue Raider bullpen. There's a swing and a miss, strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. The count to Carter. Landon Birch on in relief of David Horn here in the 5th. There's a strike called. Off-speed delivery. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Raiders are shifted on this right-handed hitter with Clapp playing to the third base side of second. Badalak playing 2-3 steps out on the outfield grass at his shortstop position. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And a little tap in front of the plate. Picked up by Minnick, throw to first in time, and the inning is over. That will end the 5th. But the Bears come up with 2 runs on just 1 hit, the double by Kriegel, and 1 man left on. After 5, Raiders lead it by a score of 8-7 on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
When the arena lights dim for a concert, or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person that will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's the person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to get you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
Will Fraley, attorney at law, has experience you can count on. Former Blue Raider baseball player and MTSU alum Will Fraley serves Murfreesboro and the surrounding communities. Put a strong and experienced legal fighter on your case. Give Will Fraley a call and he can handle all of your legal matters, including criminal and domestic or family law. Visit willfraleylaw.com or call 615-410-7290.
WGNS, the flagship station for Blue Raider sports.
to be your 2024 MTAR Realtor of the Year. I'm with Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates, and like many of you, I've seen the real estate market shift and change. People often ask, Chip, what's really going on? Well, that's a great question, and I believe in answering with solid, factual data. So let's cut through some of the noise. I invite you to reach out. Let's have a
Last 10.
Your real estate goals and the current market trends in your neighborhood. You can find all my contact information at choosechip.net.
You're listening to MTSU Sports on WGNS.
Brett Rogers leading things off for the Raiders. And Wade remains on the mound for Missouri State. The count is 0-2 on Rogers. Brett has a single in 3 trips. And the pitch to the plate is low for ball 1-2. Eight to 7. Raiders lead it after 5. Need some more runs. Wade, the right-hander, with the pitch. Bouncing ball to the first baseman. Catches it on the run, tags the base. 4 out, number 1. That one to the first baseman. Kragel unassisted. 1 out. Here's Dean O'Neill. O'Neill with a good day at the plate. RBI, sacrifice fly in the first inning, 3-run homer in the second. Stands in from the right side against the right-hander and takes the pitch inside for ball 1. Well, these teams have been going back and forth all afternoon. It's now 8-7, the Raiders leading. Pitch is high and inside for ball 2 to O'Neill. Cooper Clapp will be next. And the right-hander Wade with the pitch, low and inside, ball 3. 3-0 to O'Neill. They're pitching very carefully to him. He put one up on the hill outside the left field fence in the second inning with 2 men aboard. There's ball 4. 4 out of the zone. And O'Neill draws a base on balls. The batter is Cooper Clapp. Cooper today has a single, has walked, and has flied out to left field. Clapp stands in from the left side. And the pitch to the plate, swung on, driven into center field for a base hit. O'Neill turns, but he will hold up at second. Raiders have runners at first and second with 1 out as Brett Von Dolen comes to the plate. Second hit off Wade. And they have their bullpen going with the right-hander down there. Got a visit to the mound. They may make the call right here. That's the head coach going out. They will call for a pitcher. So we got the right-hander throwing down there. He'll be coming in. We'll tell you about him when we come back. We'll take a break now. Raiders have runners at first and second with 1 out in the 6th inning. With a pitching change coming up, you're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Van Wagner.
Las Casas Drugs is a proud sponsor of Blue Raider Athletics, located at 4702 Las Casas Pike, just minutes from Murfreesboro. Las Casas Drugs strives to provide all of your pharmaceutical needs in that hometown atmosphere you deserve. Family-owned and operated, Las Casas Drugs offers free delivery, immunizations, drive-through window, gift shop, merchandise, and medication management programs. Come by and see how we can make a difference. And go Blue Raiders!
Bring your game day style courtside with a stop at Lightning's locker room on the concourse. From bold new drops to timeless campus classics, we've got everything you need to turn heads from class to tip-off. Whether you're rocking a hoodie in the student section or sporting a tee around town, your look says it loud. You're here for the wins, the energy, and the tradition. So step up your style and your spirit, because at Lightning's locker room, the season never stops.
Last 5.
And every fan plays a part in the hype. Let's make every day feel like game day.
The Blue Raiders are on News Radio WGNS.
So the new pitcher coming in is a right-hander, Brock Lucas. Thought we might see him as a starter in this series, but he will come on here with one out in the 6th inning, runners at first and second. Lucas, a right-hander, 6'4", 225, a senior from St. Elizabeth, Missouri. Played his first 3 years at the University of Missouri, where he was primarily a relief pitcher. This year at Missouri State, he'll be making his 8th appearance. This will be, he started 3 times, so this will be his 5th appearance in relief. He's 2-2 with an earned run average of 8.83. Pitched 17 innings, has given up 20 runs on 17 of them earned on 26 hits, 12 walks, 12 strikeouts, and has given up 2 home runs. So Brock Lucas will be the new pitcher for the Bears, and the first man he'll face will be Brett Bondolan. The Raiders leading 8-7. Would love to get these 2 runners home and get a little breathing room. Bondolan takes the pitch into the dirt. That's a wild pitch, and both runners will advance. O'Neill to third, Clapp to second. Lucas' first pitch into the dirt, and that will limit the double play possibility. And now the infield will come in and play on the edge of the grass, try and cut off the run. Bondolan takes the pitch outside, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Nathan Brewer waiting to hit next. Ball 3 is low and away, 3-0. Infield pulled in for the Bears, and ball 4 is outside. He walked him on 4 pitches. So the bases are loaded with 1 out. Nathan Brewer will come to the plate. Had a solo home run in the 5th. His other 2 appearances, he was hit by a pitch, and then his second time up, he struck out. Brewer will stand in from the left side. Lane Akers, the on-deck hitter. Bases low. Now the infield backs up in double play depth. Pitch low and inside, ball 1 to Brewer. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. Shortstop, second baseman back, and the first baseman is playing behind the runner. 1 ball, no strikes, the count. Brewer takes a strike call, 1-1. Brewer has a grand slam this season. Swing and a little tap off his foot that rolls out onto the infield, but it's 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Nathan. Sunday afternoon baseball in Missouri. Raiders leading 8-7. They have the bases loaded in the 6th inning with 1 out. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Brewer. Pitch is swung on, hit foul outside the bag at first. Out holes at 1-2. O'Neill at third, Clapp at second, Von Dolan at first. Foul straight back to the screen. Count holding 1-2. Outfield straight away for Brewer, who could spray the ball around. Right fielder playing fairly deep. The ball hit right at the second baseman. Throw to second, out. Throw to first, out. Double play, the inning is over. Tailor-made double play ball hit right to the second baseman, Sermonelli. 4-6-3 for the double play. And that will end the inning and the threat for the Raiders. No runs, 1 hit, and 2 left. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Middle Tennessee 8, Missouri State 7 on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
The Blue Raiders are winners in the classroom, on the field, and the courts. Richard Lewis here. I want you to win in real estate also. Buying, selling, auction here in Tennessee, or along the Gulf Coast, a second home, or investing. Give me a call to help start that winning process. 615-319-9981. Oh, I'm never too busy for your referrals. Richard Lewis, Exit Realty, Bob Lamb & Associates.
At State Farm, when home and auto work as a team, you score and save money. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let's work together to win big by saving money on home and auto. With the service you get from State Farm, you might think our car insurance costs more. I'm State Farm agent Andy.
Last 10.
Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let me show you with discounts up to 40%. You may find it even costs less.
Rutherford County's MTSU station, News Radio WGNS.
We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Raiders leading in this game 8-7, but just missed a golden opportunity to add more runs as the Bears pulled a double play with the bases loaded and 1 out in the top of the inning. Landon Birch will start his 2nd inning of work. He'll pitch to the top of the batting order, Bryce Sermonelli. And Birch for the pitch. That is low for ball 1. Sermonelli today has struck out and twice grounded out to shortstop. He is 0 for 3. Ball hit to right field. Rogers going back, looking up. It's off the wall. Sermonelli might try for 3. Nope, Rogers gets there. The ball caromed off the wall and rolled back toward the infield. But Sermonelli stopped at second base with a stand-up double. Hit number 2 off Birch. So the tying run is at second with nobody out. The batter is Tag Gollert. He has walked and struck out twice in all those appearances against David Horn. Birch for the pitch. Outside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Runner at second, no outs. Strike caught the outside corner. 1-1 the count. Sermonelli, the runner at second, draws a look. The pitch, fly ball, right center field. Rogers going back. He reaches up, makes the catch. The runner at second will tag and move over to third. A fairly deep fly ball to right center. I think Brett was on the warning track when he chased that one down. So 1 out. Sermonelli tagged after the catch and went to third. And the batter will be Caden Bogenpole. Has a double in 3 trips. Big, strong left-handed hitter. Tying run at third with 1 out. And Birch with the pitch, and it is just outside for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Raiders play the infield back, except first and third are playing about even with the bag. The pitch. Started to swing, held up, it's called a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Bogenpole. Sutherland waiting to hit next. The Raiders leading 8-7. We're in the 6th. That one is low for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Bogenpole leads this team in number of walks drawn, but he has not had a base on balls today. He's 1 for 3. And Birch with the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. 8-7 Raiders. 2-2 on the batter. Birch with the pitch. And struck him out swinging. Bogenpole down on strikes for out number 2. It's first strikeout for Landon, and the batter is Sutherland. He singled and scored in the first, struck out in the third, and walked and scored in the 5th. So that tying run still down at third with 2 outs. Sutherland is the cleanup hitter, came into the game hitting .317 with 8 home runs. I think he had a home run yesterday. Yeah, he did. Had a 2-run homer yesterday. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Birch out in front. 1 strike to count. 2 outs. Tying run at third. And the pitch. And a little tap back to the mound. The pitcher's got it. Tosses to first, and the inning is over. Landon Birch gets out of trouble there, retiring the last 2 batters with the tying run at third base. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 man left. Totals after 6 innings for Middle Tennessee, 8 runs, 10 hits. They do have an error on the board, and for Missouri State, 7 runs, 7 hits, and no errors. We will go to the 7th, 8-7 Raiders on the Blue Raider Network from Ben Wagner.
At Middle Tennessee Electric, we see the lines that link us all, illuminating our neighborhoods, empowering our businesses, and helping us to recharge. Because we believe in the power of good energy. Whether it comes from our grids, the sun, or a kind heart. And as your family and our region continue to grow, you can trust that we'll always be there for you. Middle Tennessee Electric, bringing good energy.
Locally grown, Blue Raider proud. This is Jonathan Harmon with the J. Harmon Home Team. As an MTSU alumnus and lifelong Rutherford County resident, I bring the heart of a teacher, the grit of a Blue Raider, and over 15 years of real estate experience to every client. Honest to a fault, connected to the community, and driven
Last 10.
Buy or sell, I help you understand every step. The Jay Harmon Home Team, where real estate meets real talk.
The Blue Raiders play here. News Radio WGNS.
So we go to the 7th inning. The Raiders will have Lane Akers to lead it off against the right-hander Brock Lucas. Came in, he got Brewer to hit into a double play with the bases loaded and 1 out to end the 6th inning. And the first pitch, Akers hits it fairly deep in the left center, long run, and the Bogan pole. Did he come up with that ball? I believe he caught that ball on the warning track in left center. My goodness. Akers swinging at the first pitch. Sent it deep in the left center, and the big center fielder went back there on the warning track. Got a glove on it, was stumbling, but still held on. So 1 out in the 7th. Badalak lines a base hit to left field. First pitch. That is hit number 1 off Lucas. And with 1 out, the batter is Owen Nowak. Raiders leading 8-7. Runner at first, 1 out. Nowak, 2 singles today and a walk. Takes a strike, 0-1. Big right-hander comes set. Strike 2 called. So he's out in front, 2 strikes to Nowak, who looks back over his shoulder at the umpire as if to say, really? 0-2 the count. Three infielders bunched up the middle for Nowak, and he hits it foul. He was, I think, trying to go to left field. Third base side is wide open. Count holds at 2 strikes. Third baseman at the shortstop position. The shortstop playing behind the bag at second, and the second baseman playing deep. First baseman holding the runner on. Kind of an odd setup. 2 strikes the count. Called a strike. Caught the inside corner apparently. We're out number 2. That'll be the first strikeout for Lucas. The batter is Minnick. Tyler today 0 for 3. He's hit the ball in the air 3 times and it's been caught. The other plate appearance, he drew a walk. He hits it in the air this time and it needs to go foul. It does, but the first baseman's going to grab it and foul ground. And that will retire the side in the 7th inning. So that is all. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 man left. It is 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. Middle Tennessee 8, Missouri State 7. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Van Wagner.
Las Casas Drugs is a proud sponsor of Blue Raider Athletics, located at 4702 Las Casas Pike, just minutes from Murfreesboro. Las Casas Drugs strives to provide all of your pharmaceutical needs in that hometown atmosphere you deserve. Family-owned and operated, Las Casas Drugs offers free delivery, immunizations, drive-through window, gift shop, merchandise, and medication management programs. Come by and see how we can make a difference. And go Blue Raiders.
Bring your game day style courtside with a stop at Lightning's locker room on the concourse. From bold new drops to timeless campus classics, we've got everything you need to turn heads from class to tip-off. Whether you're rocking a hoodie in the student section or sporting a tee around town, your look says it loud. You're here for the wins, the energy, and the tradition. So step and your spirit. Because at Lightning's locker room, the season never slows down, and every fan plays a part in the hype. Let's make every day feel like game day.
WGNS, the flagship station for Blue Raider sports.
And we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. The Raiders leading 8-7. Bergman, Knight, and Fife are the 3 scheduled hitters for Missouri State here in this 7th inning. Landon Birch has done a good job coming in from the bullpen. The last 2 innings has left ducks on the pond for the Bears, who have had the tying run on in 2 straight innings. Bergman 0 for 2 with a walk, walked and scored in the 5th. That's from the right side. Birch's first pitch to him is swung on and fouled back to the screen, strike 1. Bergman in his 4th year at Missouri State. And the pitch. Another swing and another foul back off the screen, 0-2. Bergman was the starting catcher in each of the first 2 games of the series. He is the DH today. Birch for the 0-2. Just missed the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Wind still blowing out to right center. Bouncing foul over in front of the Blue Raider dugout. So I guess they still charged an error to Von Dolan on that wide throw to second base, but the Raiders did get an out on the play, so I'm a little confused on that. Here's a pitch outside. 2-2 to Bergman. Birch winds and fires, and a fly ball hit out into shallow left field. Brewer coming on. He will call for it and make the catch in shallow left field. That's 1 out in the 7th inning. So here's Max Knight. He was the first batter that Birch faced in the 5th, and he got him on a fly ball. Knight had a single in the 1st, walked in the 3rd, and then the fly ball in the 5th. So he is 1 for 2 with a run scored. First pitch in for a strike. Birch gets out in front, 1 strike. Wind seems to have picked up a little bit and blowing more out toward right field, at least according to the flagpole, which is out dead center. And this pitch is outside, goes all the way to the backstop, 1-1. 89 degrees right now, down 1 degree from the last time I checked. Wind 20 miles an hour, they say now out of the north. That pitch is in the dirt, ball 2-1. So the wind had been out of the southwest, and now it's shifted to the north. Seems like it's blowing directly out toward right and right center. It had been blowing just straight out to right field. 2 balls, 1 strike to Knight. Birch with the pitch. Fly ball, center field. Nowak coming in. That's going to be trouble. Ball's in front of Nowak. Runner's on his way to second. Throw there is not in time. That'll be a pop fly double by Knight. Dropped in front of Nowak, and he was the only one really had a chance to catch the ball. So that is hit number 3 off Birch. And with the tying run at second, the batter is Logan Fife. He is a double, a single, and is grounded out. Right-handed batter. Birch for the pitch. Fife takes ball 1. A little bit low. Clapp, the second baseman, playing almost directly behind second. He's holding the runner close. But there's still hitting room on the right side of the infield. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fife with 2 hits today has upped his average to 377. The 1-1 pitch taken low for ball 2. 2-1. Knight with that pop fly double is the runner at second. There's 1 out here in the 7th inning. That's a base hit to center. Nowak feels it on 1 hop, gets it in quickly. It's cut off, and runners will be at first and third. And once again, trouble brewing here. In Springfield, Missouri. First and third, 1 out. Here's Kragel. He had a 2-run double in the 5th inning, which made it an 8-7 game. Infield will play double play depth on this left-handed hitter. Coach Myers will stroll out to the mound and talk to his pitcher, catcher, and infielders. Kerrigan had been throwing earlier in the bullpen. No indication that he's going that way right now. So a pop fly double and then a single puts runners at first and third with 1 out. Conference is over. He's going to leave it in the hands of Landon Birch. And now timeout called by Missouri State. They want to talk to their 2 base runners. They want the 2 base coaches involved, and we'll see what. I don't know why they didn't do this while the Raiders were doing that out on the mound. They saved a little time having their own conference because time was out. But I guess that's not the way things are done. So we'll just keep it here and wait to see what happens. First Division strikeout would come in handy right now. The Raiders have had 8 of those today. First Division Bank is our strikeout partner this season. Don't strike out on your banking services. First Division Bank providing more power to your business. Let's see if we can get another one. Kragel 1 for 3. That double, big hit for them in the 5th inning. Big left-handed batter. There's a strike called at the knees. 0-1. Birch gets out in front. And the pitch to the plate, low and inside. 1 ball, 1 strike to Kriegel. Rogers deep in right field. Nowak swung over a little bit into left center. Not too far. Brewer about straight away and left. Fly ball could bring in a run. It's deep enough. Ball 2 is outside, 2-1. Birch comes set. 2 balls, 1 strike to the left-hand hitter. The pitch. That is ball 3. 3-1. Now you got to come in with a pitch or load the bases. Three-one pitch. Swung on and fouled. Carob's off the Bears dugout, rolls out into shallow right field. Somebody from their bullpen will pick that one up. Count goes full now, 3-2. They could start that runner at first. That runner is Fife. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runner's not going. Ground ball through the hole, a base hit. Fife turns at second, on his way to third. Throw coming over there is off the mark. Throw back to second, not in time. And we are tied at 8. Kriegel comes through again with a base hit to right field. Scoring Knight. Fife all the way to third. The Raiders threw that way, but the throw was off the mark. Von Dolan caught it down the line at between third and home and threw back to second, but Kriegel went to second on the throw. So now that is the 5th hit, first run off Birch. It is tied at 8, and the batter is Carter. Second and third, and still just 1 out. Showed bunt. Pitch is outside, ball 1. Now, Carter hit a home run in the 4th inning off David Horn. Carter sharpened up as if to bunt. They might have been thinking about a safety squeeze. The runner that was not breaking for the plate just took a normal secondary lead. Shows bunt again, and a strike called, 1-1. 8-8. Well, it's been a battle today. Runners second and third, 1 out. And the pitch. He bunts. Birch picks it up, throws to first, but the run is in. And Missouri State takes the lead 9-8. That will be a sacrifice and an RBI for Carter. I thought Birch might have had a play at the plate, elected to go to first. Kriegel went to third, so now 2 outs and a runner at third, and Missouri State leading 9-8. Here is Sermonelli, the leadoff man. Takes the pitch outside, ball 1. That was not a suicide squeeze. That was the safety squeeze. The runner did not break until the ball was butted in fair territory, and then he came home. There's a ball lined to right field. That's going to be a base hit, and another run is in. Kriegel comes in to score on the hit by Sermonelli, and it is 10-8. 3 runs in the inning. And the batter will be Gollert, who is hitless in 3 trips. Runner at first, 2 outs. Pitch swung on, hit to center field. Nowak going back, turns and makes the catch for out number 3. That is all in the 7th. Bears come up with 3 runs. There were 3 hits. No, there were 1, 2, 3. There were 4 hits in the inning, and 1 man left on base. We have finished 7 innings. Missouri State 10, Middle Tennessee 8 after 7 innings. Stay with us. This one ain't over yet. We'll go to the 8th. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Van Wagner.
Hey Blue Raider fans, this is Brad Hopkins with Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates. Winning in real estate is a lot like football. Good coaching and recruiting a great team are the keys. I put together a team of lenders, inspectors, and home professionals to help you succeed. Let me coach you through this process and make sure you come out a winner. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, I am here to help you win. Visit BradHopkinsHomes.com or call 615-556-9239 to find out more.
Nothing is more expensive than a missed opportunity that could have changed your life. Maybe you're just graduating high school, or are working and need to earn a degree to advance your career. Or you aspire to be a leader, and a graduate degree can make that happen. Whether you're just starting out or retooling for the future, Middle Tennessee State University can help you get there. MTSU, the University of Opportunities.
You're listening to MTSU Sports on WGNS.
And we go to the top of the 8th inning. Missouri State back in the lead, 10-8. Got some scores on our D&J scoreboard. Here, Kennesaw State has defeated Liberty today, 4-3. And New Mexico State has won over Louisiana Tech 8-6, so they take that series over Tech 2-1. Thanks to Mr. Callow for getting those scores to us. First pitch is a ball inside to Brett Rogers leading off the 8th inning. Rogers, O'Neill, and Clapp in the 8th against Brock Lucas. He is the 5th pitcher used today by the Bears. It's a swing and a foul. The count will go to 1-1. Brett today 1 out of 4. Had a first inning single, came around to score a run. Bouncing foul outside the bag at first. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Rogers. Three runs in the 7th inning, and the Bears have taken the lead. 10-8. Here's the pitch. That was low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. O'Neill waiting to hit next. Fouled over, and that one went caromed off the screen in front of the Bears dugout. Count holding at 2-2. Pitch is high for ball 3. Full count now to Rogers. Nobody throwing in the Bears bullpen. The Raiders have a pitcher throwing out in their bullpen, and ball 4 is high. Rogers will draw a leadoff walk here in the 8th. Second walk given up by Lucas. Tying run will come to the plate in the person of Dean O'Neill, who has driven in 4 today with a sacrifice fly and a 3-run homer that came back in the 2nd inning. Did get you a station break in here just a second after this pitch. There's a strike call. Let's pause 10 for station identification. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball. One strike to count to O'Neill. There's a ball hit past the pitcher. Second baseman has it. Goes to second, out, and on to first. Double play. That one got past the pitcher, but the second baseman, Sermonelli, was close to the bag at second. Tossed it over to Fife, and they complete a 4-6-3 double play. That's their second of the afternoon. So 2 outs, and the batter is Cooper Clapp. Pitches outside, ball 1. The right-hander delivers. Pitch comes in low for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Swung on, hit to right center field. Bogenfold chasing it. It's off the wall. Clapp is rounding second, on his way to third. And the throw comes that way. He's in there safely with a triple. Ball got over the center fielder's head. He made a great effort to try and catch it, but ran into the wall and went sprawling on the warning track, and Clapp all the way to third with his third hit of the day and first triple of the season. It's only the second hit off Lucas. And now the batter, Von Dolan. 2 outs and a runner at third. Here's the pitch to Von Dolan. Swing and a miss, strike 1. He has doubled, struck out, grounded out, and walked today. Clapp at third, 2 outs. Strike 2 called. And Von Dolan in a 2-strike hole. And struck him out swinging. That is all in the 8th. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Missouri State 10, Middle Tennessee 8. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Van Wagner.
When the arena lights dim for a concert, or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person that will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's the person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to get you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
Will Fraley, attorney at law, has experience you can count on. Former Blue Raider baseball player and MTSU alum Will Fraley serves Murfreesboro and the surrounding communities. Put a strong and experienced legal fighter on your case. Give Will Fraley a call and he can handle all of your legal matters, including criminal and domestic or family law. Visit willfraleylaw.com or call 615-410-7290.
The Blue Raiders are on News Radio WGNS.
I don't think we got our station break in last time. Let's try it again. 10 seconds for station identification on the Blue Raider Network.
The flagship station for Middle Tennessee sports, WGNS. Murfreesboro, Smyrna. The Blue Raiders play here.
The batter is Bogenpole, leading off the 8th inning. Fouls the first pitch from Landon Birch away for strike one. Birch starting his 4th inning. Strike called on the outside part of the plate, and it's 0-2. Here's the 0-2 delivery, and it is just high for ball one. Bogenpole, Sutherland, and Bergman, the 3-4 hitters, up here in the 8th inning. And the Raiders in the 9th. There's a ball, skips up there, ball 2. The Raiders in the 9th will have the bottom 3 of the order. Apparently, Missouri State's going to go with Lucas because they don't have anybody throwing down the bullpen right now. Pitch to the plate. He gets past Minnick, rolls back to the backstop, 2-2. 3-2, rather. Full count to Bogenpole. Center fielder, big left-handed hitter. And Birch with a pitch and a ground foul that went into the Raider dugout. And has not come out yet. Full count, 3-2. Landon Birch with the payoff pitch. Skips up there, ball 4. Leadoff man in the 8th inning walks. It's the first walk that Birch has allowed. And with nobody out, the batter is Curry Sutherland, third baseman. Has a single, struck out, grounded out, and walked. Six walks the Bears have picked up. 3 of them have scored. Runner goes, ball hit in the air. Into center field. Nowak, glove up, shading his eyes from the sun, makes the catch. Sutherland swung at the first pitch. The runner was going. And Nowak makes the catch for out number 1. Here's Bergman. 0 for 3 with a walk. He walked in the 5th inning. In fact, the first 2 batters in the 5th inning walked, and both of them came in to score in that inning on a double by Kriegel. Fly ball hit into shallow left field. Brewer got a late start, but he's coming in now, and he's got it for out number 2. So after the walk, 2 pitches and 2 fly ball outs, and the batter is Max Knight. Has a single, a double, has walked, and has flied out. Missouri State leading 10-8. And we're in the bottom of the 8th inning. Throw to first, runner back. Landon Birch, this is his 4th inning of work. He has allowed 3 runs on 6 hits. 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Another throw to first, and again the runner back. Birch comes set, delivers. Popped up. Badalak calls for it. Shallow center, makes the catch. He was backtracking, tumbled, and almost did a flip out there, but held on to the baseball. So that is all in the 8th. No runs, no hits, 1 left. We'll go to the 9th. The Raiders have 3 outs to try and score 2 runs. Nathan Brewer, Lane Akers, Clay Badalak are due up in the 9th inning. You're listening to Middle Tennessee Baseball, coming to you from Van Wagner.
This is Chip Walters, and I'm honored to be your 2024 MTAR Realtor of the Year. I'm with Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates, and like many of you, I've seen the real estate market shift and change. People often ask, Chip, what's really going on? Well, that's a great question, and I believe in answering with solid, factual data. So let's cut through some of the noise. I invite you to reach out. Let's have a conversation about your real estate goals and the current market trends in your neighborhood. You can find all my contact information at choosechip.net.
Las Casas Drugs is
okay. Sounds good.
Raider Athletics, located at 4702 Las Casas Pike, just minutes from Murfreesboro. Las Casas Drugs strives to provide all of your pharmaceutical needs in that hometown atmosphere you deserve. Family-owned and operated, Las Casas Drugs offers free delivery, immunizations, drive-through window, gift shop, merchandise, and medication management programs. Come by and see how we can make a difference. And go Blue Raiders.
Rutherford County's MTSU station, News Radio WGNS.
And we go to the top of the 9th inning. Last chance for the Blue Raiders, who trail 10-8. Missouri State scored 3 in the 7th to take that lead, and they've been able to keep that margin since the 7th inning. Here is Nathan Brewer, has a home run, has struck out, hit into a double play, and been hit by a pitch. So he has 1 hit today. Brock Lucas, first pitch inside, backs him out of there, ball 1. Lane Akers waiting to hit next. Bouncing ball right side, second baseman Sermonelli has it over to first. That's 1 out. Brewer grounds out, second to first. Here's Akers, has a home run, a single, has flied out and grounded out. 2 hits today for the freshman, who is the designated hitter. Clay Badalak waiting to hit next. Lucas for the pitch. It's way outside, ball 1. Lucas came in to pitch in the 6th inning, got a double play, and has been in there ever since. Ball hit into right center. Bogenpole moving over, still on the run. A right fielder cuts in front and makes the catch. That is Gollert with the catch for out number 2. And the Raiders are down to their final out. The batter is Clay Badalak. Singled his last time up. He's 1 for 3 with a walk. Nowak, hoping to have an at bat here in the 9th, is on deck. Pitch is a little bit high, ball 1. There's a pitch misses outside, ball 2. 2-0. I expect he'll take until he gets a strike. 2 balls, no strikes. Ball 3 is low. It's 3-0, and he'll definitely be taking this one. By taking, I mean not swinging. And walked him on 4 pitches. That will bring the tying run to the plate in the person of Owen Nowak. who has 2 singles today, has struck out, flied out, and walked. We'll have a visit from the pitching coach, who is Dick McGuire. Nowak has home run power. He has hit 5 of them this season, and he's had a pretty good series. 5, 6, 7 for 11 in the series thus far. One is a left-handed hitter. To get one up into that breeze, you never know what might happen. Senior Brock Lucas on the mound will try to close it out here for Missouri State, and Nowak will try to keep it going for the Raiders. Badalak, who drew a 4-pitch walk, is the runner at first with 2 outs. And a line drive over the second baseman's head. Badalak turns, heads for third. Throw comes back in, and the Raiders have the tying runs on base here in the ninth. Nowak didn't try to do too much, lined it over the second baseman's head. That is his 3rd hit today, and the 3rd hit off Lucas. So now it'll be up to Tyler Minnick. And we're going to have another visit to the mound. That means they're going to have to take the pitcher out, but they don't have anybody warming up. We'll see what's going to happen here. Here's a player coming out of the dugout. Number 5. Is he going to come in and pitch? He has not been warming up. Who is that? Gabe Ressler, who is an outfielder. Has come in. Now they may bring in the 2-way player, Knight, to pitch. This is all very confusing. They had nobody warming up in the bullpen. They brought an outfielder out of the dugout to replace the pitcher who left. No, the pitcher's going to be Sutherland, the 3rd baseman. Okay. Let's see what I can find out about this young man as a pitcher. Sutherland has appeared in 4 games, has started 1. He's pitched 3 1/3 innings, given up 4 runs, all earned, 2 hits, walked 4, struck out 3, an earned run average of 10.80. So the 3rd baseman, Sutherland, comes in to pitch. And that means there will be a different 3rd baseman out there. I'm thinking it will be number 5, Ressler, who came out of the dugout. Ressler started, was it yesterday or Friday? Started Friday in left field. So the pitcher comes in without having any warm-ups. Are they going to allow him more time than they would a normal relief pitcher? I don't know. Batter will be Tyler Minnick. Yep. Umpire says, let's play. So number I'm thinking Ressler stayed in to play 3rd. But anyway, we've got a new pitcher, Sutherland, and we've got Tyler Minnick in the batter's box. Runners at 1st and 3rd, 2 outs. The pitch. High, ball 1. Badalak with 2 outs drew a walk, and Nowak single to right. Badalak went to third. And Sutherland with a pitch, high, ball 2, 2-0. That's number 3 playing third base. That's Sermonelli. The second baseman has moved to third. There's a strike call, 2-1 to Minnick. Tyler looking for his first hit today, is 0 for 4 with a walk. So I assume that was the wrestler, the player that came in went to second base, and Sermonelli went to third. Strike 2 called, an off-speed pitch, 2-2. Raiders down to their last strike, 2 balls, 2 strikes to Minnick. Sutherland comes set. And it gets past the catcher, a run's going to score. Pitch was outside in the dirt. A wild pitch. Badalak comes in to score to make it 10-9. And the count now 3-2 on Minnick. And down to second in scoring position is Nowak. He would be the tying run. There's a line drive in the left field. That is a base hit, or is it? Did the left fielder catch that ball? Oh, they say he caught it. A diving catch by Knight. Oh, my goodness. Minnick hit it a ton. Knight made a diving catch in left field. I did not see any way he was going to get to that ball. Coach Myers wants to take a look at it, and I don't blame him. Although it appeared he did catch it, we'll get a review on this. Missouri State players all coming out on the field. They have been told to get back in the dugout, I think. Coach for the Bears is not too happy right now, but this is going to be an official review. Knight dove for the ball. It was sinking and had apparently made the catch, but it's worth taking a look at. And I haven't seen a replay on it yet. I'm trying to get up a little closer to the monitor in case they give us a look at it. If it is a catch, it would be the final out. I'm looking at it now. Oh man, it's so close. It does appear he dove and the ball is still in his glove. They give us a freeze frame here. Unless that ball hit the ground before it got in his glove. And they are ruling that he did make the catch, and that is the final out in the game. My. So the Raiders in the ninth inning come up with 1 run on 1 hit and a man left. And the final score will be Missouri State 10 and Middle Tennessee 9, as the Bears will win the series. All right, that's your final score, 10-9, Missouri State winning. We'll take a break, and we'll be back with our post-game show. That'll be coming up next on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
Bring your game day style courtside with a stop at Lightning's locker room on the concourse. From bold new drops to timeless campus classics, we've got everything you need to turn heads from class to tip-off. Whether you're rocking a hoodie in the student section or sporting a tee around town, your look says it loud. You're here for the wins, the energy, and the tradition. So step up your style and your spirit, because at Lightning's locker room, the season never slows down, and every fan plays a part in the hype. Let's make every day feel like game day.
The Blue Raiders are winners in the classroom, on the field, and the courts. Richard Lewis here. I want you to win in real estate also. Buying, selling, auction here in Tennessee, or along the Gulf Coast, a second home, or investing. Give me a call to help start that winning process. 615-319-9981. Oh, I'm never too busy for your referrals. Richard Lewis, Exit Realty, Bob Lamb & Associates.
At State Farm, when home and auto work as a team, you score and save money. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let's work together to win big by saving money on home and auto. With the service you get from State Farm, you might think our car insurance costs more. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let me show you with discounts up to 40%. You may find it even costs less.
At Middle Tennessee Electric, we see the lines that link us all, illuminating our neighborhoods, empowering our businesses, and helping us to recharge. Because we believe in the power of good energy. Whether it comes from our grids, the sun, or a kind heart. And as your family and our region continue to grow, you can trust that we'll always be there for you. Middle Tennessee Electric, bringing good energy.
WGNS, the flagship station for Blue Raider sports. Today's game is in the books, and it's time to recap today's action in the Blue Raider postgame show. Today's broadcast on the Blue Raider Network has been brought to you in part by Will Freely, attorney at law, State Farm Insurance, and agent Andy Womack, Middle Tennessee Electric, Exit Realty, Bob Lamb & Associates, and agents Brad Hopkins, Richard Lewis, Jonathan Harmon, and Chip Walters. And by Las Casas Drugs. Let's head back to the ballpark for today's Blue Raider postgame show.
And welcome back in. I wish we had better news for you, but the Raiders fall to Missouri State 10-9 today. And what a finish it was. It was actually a catch in left field that had to be reviewed before the outcome was official. The Raiders did get a run in the ninth inning, and Tyler Minnick's bid to tie this game up was taken away on an outstanding play, really, by the left fielder, who was Max Knight. Quick rundown of the ball game. The Raiders scored 3 in the first inning to take the lead. 2 runs driven in by Brett Von Dolan on a double, another by Dean O'Neill on a sacrifice fly. Missouri State got 4 in their half of the first, and they led 4-3, but the Raiders came back. O'Neill hit a 3-run homer in the second inning. Raiders went up 6-4, and the Bears got a run in the fourth on a solo home run from Charlie Carter, the number 9 hitter, to make it 6-5. The Raiders added 2 in the fifth, had 2 solo home runs of their own by Nathan Brewer and Lane Akers. So they went up by a score of 8-5. However, Missouri State came back in the bottom of the fifth inning. They scored 2 runs on a 2-run double by Brent Kriegel after the first 2 batters walked. Landon Birch came in to relieve David Horn. Kriegel, with 2 outs, hit a double into the right field corner and scored 2 runs to make it 8-7. The Raiders had that lead going into the bottom of the 7th inning when the Bears struck for 3 runs on 4 hits in the inning. They went up 10-8. The Raiders scored a run in the 9th on a wild pitch and had the tying run at second on that final play of the game. Tyler Minnick hit a sinking line drive to left field, and the left fielder, Max Knight, extended, full out, dove, and caught the ball for the last out. So 10-9 your final. The Raiders lose all 3 games of this series, and Missouri State still undefeated at home. They're now 10-0 here in this ballpark. They are 15-7 overall, 5-1 in the conference. The Raiders dropped to 12-12, 2-4 in conference play. Looking at the official numbers for Missouri State, 10 runs, 11 hits, and no errors. They leave 8 runners on. For the Blue Raiders, 9 runs, 13 hits, 1 error, and they have 11 men left on base. Winning pitcher is Lucas, their 5th pitcher. Went 3 1/3, gave up 1 run on 3 hits, and Sutherland gets the save. The third baseman they brought in, and he got the bite allowed. However, he did give up that 1 run on a wild pitch. But Sutherland gets the save. Landon Birch takes the loss for the Raiders. He goes 4 innings in relief of David Horn. David Horn went the first 4 innings, gave up 5 hits, 7 runs, 4 earned runs, walked 5, struck out 7, 97 pitches for him after 4 innings. Birch came on, gave up 3 runs, all earned on 6 hits, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. And he will take the loss. He's 4-3. Attendance today, 562. Time of the game, 3 hours and 20 minutes. Now, that's the story of this game. Missouri State wins it by a score of 10-9. I want to thank everybody here at Hammons Field for their courtesies. Corey Riggs in the booth next door, the Bears play-by-play announcer, couldn't have handled all of this stuff without his help, and we appreciate that, along with their sports information director. So until we greet you on Tuesday from Huntsville, Middle Tennessee will take on Alabama A&M for the 2nd time this season. 1 o'clock game, that means we'll be on the air, and it will be a live stream. No radio on Tuesday, but a live stream will be on the air about 12:45 with that ball game for you. Thanks to everybody for joining us here on the broadcast. Our studio producer has been Micah Robinson. And until Tuesday, this is Dick Plummer. Thank you so much for listening. Good afternoon from the ballpark.
Locally grown, Blue Raider proud. This is Jonathan Harmon with the J. Harmon Home Team. As an MTSU alumnus and lifelong Rutherford County resident, I bring the heart of a teacher, the grit of a Blue Raider, and over 15 years of real estate experience to every client. Honest to a fault, connected to the community, and driven to serve. I don't just help you buy or sell, I help you understand every step. The J. Harmon Home Team, where real estate meets real talk.
Las Casas Drugs is a proud sponsor of Blue Raider Athletics, located at 4702 Las Casas Pike, just minutes from Murfreesboro. Las Casas Drugs strives to provide all of your pharmaceutical needs in that hometown atmosphere you deserve. Family-owned and operated, Las Casas Drugs offers free delivery, immunizations, drive-through window, gift shop, merchandise, and medication management programs. Come by and see how we can make a difference. And go Blue Raiders!
Bring your game day style courtside with a stop at Lightning's locker room on the concourse. From bold new drops to timeless campus classics, we've got everything you need to turn heads from class to tip-off. Whether you're rocking a hoodie in the student section or sporting a tee around town, your look says it loud. You're here for the wins, the energy, and the tradition. So step up your style and your spirit, because at Lightning's locker room, the season never slows down, and every fan plays a part in the hype. Let's make every day feel like game day.
Hey Blue Raider fans, this is Brad Hopkins with Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates. Winning in real estate is a lot like football. Good coaching and recruiting a great team are the keys. I put together a team of lenders, inspectors, and home professionals to